like he wants to play football, so he should embrace this. He will embrace it because, you know, every footballer wants to play in front of a passionate crowd, and York City will provide that platform for him. Like I say, I'm excited for him. I think the young lad, he'll go for it today. He'll have a real go, and it's not just about today. This is a young lad who is one for the future, who's hitting the first team straight away. So give him time, but yeah, hopefully we've signed a good player.
We're still having the pre-match photos taken in the centre circle. They haven't done the toss the coin yet, so Paul Marsden he's got one blot on his copybook. He's already made a bit of a mess of his timing today, so we're going to be kicking off a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes late as the coin toss now takes place. Let's see where York City are going to. It's as though York City have won that toss, so I imagine that York City will be shooting towards the empty north stand in this first half. No, they're not. They've been turned round. Or York City have decided to shoot towards the south stand. A small chorus of boos coming away from away to our left-hand side. Of course, York City supporters, at least, prefer to shoot towards their own supporters in the second half. And now York City go into their own little huddle. So that'll be yet another delay to the start of this game. The other games are now underway. No Harrogate Town today, of course, after their win last night. Scarborough Athletic also winning last night. And talking of Scarborough Athletic, Michael Duckworth, the Scarborough Athletic fullback, former York City fullback, is sitting across just to our right-hand side, with Ryan Fallowfield is currently injured for York City. We are now almost ready to get this game underway. So Dipo Akinyemi starting on the left-hand side. Ollie Pearce is starting on the right. Ian was correct when he thought that might be the case.
Right, so it's the 4-2-3-1. So Josh Jones down the middle. He's in the position he wants to be in, David, as a youngster. He's starting where he wants to play, and that's clearly where the manager sees him.
Yeah. City have a bit of defending to do here from the kick-off. Back to Callum Howe under pressure from Will Davis. He puts it into touch for a throw in an attacking position for Sutton United. So Josh Stones is through the middle. Ollie Pearce is off the right. That has to be a risk. Changing things.
Well, I think you're right. In the past, there's been times it hasn't maybe worked as well as I'd expect, but Ollie Pearce is so adaptable, David. He can play across that front line.
Throw in taken by Tyler French. He gets the ball back, almost gets around the back. Dipo Akinyemi though out-muscles him and allows the ball to go dead. That's a York City goal kick that Harrison Mayle will take in his all-green kit. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, yeah, I've got to say, it's seeing Dipo out here as well. A player that will be keen to do well. And the front three have got so many different attributes between them. You've got Dipo with his pace and power. You've got Ollie Pearce with his work rate and his clinical nature of finishing. And Josh Jones will bring something else as a big presence up there as a 9. Looks like a big lad. He'll put himself about. So it's a real good mix. It's almost 4-2-4, when you look at the City have the ball at the back. Marvin Armstrong's pushed right forward and he's playing alongside Josh Stones, with Akinyemi hugging the left-hand touchline, Pearce hugging the right-hand touchline, and those two deep-line midfielders, as always, Dan Batty and Alex Hunt. Armstrong's a classic 10, isn't he? He's going to hopefully join in and support Josh Stones up there. Howe, long ball forward. Josh Jones gets his first touch on his head, hooks it round the corner. He's taken out his heat, finds its way to Marvin Armstrong. A play allowed to go on. City given the advantage. Gives it back to Stones near the corner flag, far side of the ground. He turns, got it back to goal. Sutton defender right up against him, hassling him, hurrying him, not letting him find a pass, but he does manage to get it out to Felix. Good. Now to Armstrong, edge of the area. Batty out of the way, referee. Batty can take on the shot, and he does. Goalkeeper has to dive to his left-hand side and palms it round his post and out for the first corner of the game. Brilliant football for York City, and it was that young lad, Josh Jones, holding the ball up well with his strength, keeping hold of it, not giving it away cheaply, and suddenly York City had a good move created there, and I think it was Dan Batty with a shot. Jack Sims back goal for the visitors. He's had to sit out the last week or so. He's not with a concussion. He's not a big goalkeeper, is he? He's not, no. Corner pull back to the edge of the area. Batty to Aguiar, scuffs his shot. Rebounds off a Sutton man, back up to Felix on halfway. Felix gives it back to Batty on the right hand side. Poor cross in from Dan Batty on this occasion, but he might get a second opportunity as Sutton clear their lines. He gives it instead to Felix, and Felix goes back to Harrison Mayle. City reject. Rings out from the south stand. Who's that aimed at? Well, one of two.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Aguiar nods in field, looking for Callum Howard, still up from the corner kick. Showed no interest really in getting back, but then he tackles Alex Woodyard. A bit of a scrappy play right in front of us here on the Sutton right, and Will Davis and Alex Woodyard go the same ball and intercepted, of course, by marvellous Marvin Armstrong, and gets in between the two. Felix trying to turn the defence. Pearce on the right hand side. Pearce can get the penalty in front of the defender, and it goes off the defender, and that'll be a York City corner kick. Oh no, the referee says a goal kick. I thought it was a goal kick. I'm not sure if Ollie Pearce there was just trying to con the referee, but he read it and he gives the goal kick to the visitors. 0-0 it remains with 3.5 minutes on the clock.
There was a moment there where Ollie Pearce, I think, possibly thought about going down. He just got the defender had got the wrong side of Pearce. He was in a bit of a mess, to be honest. And then Pearce's touch, I think, he didn't quite get a hold of the ball, but there's a moment, just a fraction of a second, where I wonder if he thought, if I go down here, it wouldn't have been a great look, to be honest, because it's soft. But you see strikers do it. But straight away, that ball in behind, and Ollie Pearce, the willing runner, as ever, just causing this defence a few problems.
Sims in his all-pink kit takes his goal kick with the fans right behind his back. He's in the Braintree team of the season this year that got promoted from National South to the National League, but a struggle to hold down a first team play. Steve Arnold's in goal at the start of the season, but City travelled down to London. City given a free kick on the edge of their own box. Fagan Walcott takes across the edge of that penalty area to Felix. Felix goes long again down that right hand side looking for Stones. Defender nips in front of him, Jack Taylor. Back into midfield it goes. Sliding tackle comes from Armstrong, but he can't get the ball. Instead it's the yellow shirts that pick it up and they thread it through on goal here. Colin, 1-1. What a chance. What a great tackle that is. Referee's falling way back the play. He had absolutely no idea whether that was a foul, a penalty, what had happened. No idea whatsoever. He's got the right decision. It goes out for a corner. He gives the corner kick. He just looked across the linesman to say, I missed that. No idea what happened. But I think the reaction of the Sutton United players, none of them appealing for a penalty, give him a bit of a hint. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic from Malachi Fagan Walcott. To be honest, Sutton got in far too early, right down the middle of City's defensive line there, but Malachi somehow managed to get that last gaff tackling. He's given them a corner, but my word, he stopped almost a certain one-on-one. It was Josh Coley as well, the right wing back. Corner comes in then from the far side to the 6-yard box, won in the air by Davis, but heads it away from goal. City still not cleared their lines. Stones back out helping as well, and he nods it into touch on this near side for a Sutton United throw. The referee was actually taken out. He ran into Josh Stones in the centre of the field and took a while to get back to his feet. Josh Stones, yeah, maybe not the person we thought he'd throw his weight at initially, but yeah, strong lad. Steve Morrison, the Sutton United manager. And he's back in his playing days at Stevenage, had a good record of scoring against York City. Ball into that York City penalty area, too deep though, and it's going across the Sutton United to that far side of the field, kept in play by Joe Felix brilliantly. He goes in field to Batty. York City bench and Gary Elphick telling Dan Batty to spread it out to this left hand side, but he never saw them. Instead he gave it to Callum Howe, and he has a second opportunity now to start a new move forward. Hunt, Aguiar, once again continuing at left back, even though Cam John is fit. Imagine that will be the case on Tuesday night as well, unless they can get in left back or left-sided defender before that game. Stones does well to hold off two defenders, edge of the penalty area, needs a bit of help, plays it round the corner to Pearce. Pearce got to get there, pulls it back, York City corner kick. The referee's given a goal kick. How is that not a corner kick? No, that looked more like a corner than the previous one. Good play again from Stones, holding the ball up, and Pearce getting down that right-hand side inside the full-back and centre-back. It looked for all the world to me a corner, but the linesman seen something else. The only thing I think of is he thinks it's gone out before Ollie Pearce tries to pull it across. Yeah, possibly. I don't think it had. No. Watch the replay in a second as the goalkeeper takes an age again, overtaking this goal kick. That's a definite corner. It's a shocking decision. It's nowhere near going out. How the miss it. Yeah. Not covered himself in glory here, Paul Marston, in the opening few minutes. Goal kick taken again by the man in all pink onto the head of Callum Howe. Looking for Dipo Akinyemi. I don't think he's had a touch of the ball yet. At this end of the field, he wins the throw in directly in front of us, halfway inside the Sutton United half. You're listening to BBC Radio York. Get in touch with us live here from the LNR all the way through until 6 o'clock tonight. 08001 333 on WhatsApp. Start your message with the word York. 81333 the text. Again, start your message with the word York at BBC York Sport on social media. And Pete will go through all of those messages before we go off air at 6. Fagan Walcott back to Howe in the centre circle. To Felix. Hunt. Back again to Howe, who had not played since that New Year's Day, given the game off at Gainsborough. Long time, isn't it, this stage of the season? 2.5 weeks.
It is, and you hope it works to the benefit of York City. But players, they just want to play football. You can have enough of training at times. I think playing matches is obviously the priority, but hopefully it works in City's favour.
Akinyemi comes in off the wing, tries to find Stones, he can't do so, wins it back though for York City's Dipo Akinyemi. Sutton get it back again, it's back to their goalkeeper. Akinyemi's going to try and close him down. He clears though up to halfway. Howe, cushioned header, finds Aguiar. He gives it to Batty. Batty across to the far side of the field, and Batty made his 50th appearance for York City in that trophy defeat at Gainsborough since arriving from Fleetwood Town. Fagan Walcott. Howe again at the back. He goes long down that right hand side. The ball they've used 2 or 3 times now trying to find Stones or yes, intercepted though by the yellow shirts. Woodyard gets booed. Sutton send it forward looking for Will Davis. Callum Howe's clearance wasn't the greatest, hit a Sutton player but falls kindly again to Dan Batty. Back it goes to Fagan Walcott. 9 minutes gone, still 0-0. BBC Radio York on a Saturday afternoon, all our platforms today, with both Harrogate Town and Skara Athletic enjoying victories last night. If you missed it earlier, Matt Ugler joined us for a good 15 minutes at around about 25 past 2. You'll find that interview again if you want to listen to it on BBC Sounds. We'll send out a link to it later on this evening. Ball forward again to Coley, he's got on the back, he's doing 1-1, tightish angle, Coley straight at Harrison Mail, shot comes in then, and then what a miss, it's at the back post. It should be 1-0 to Sutton United, should really be 2-0. Dimper with a really simple chance, just dangled the foot at it and shot it wide of the post, but it wasn't a convincing finish from Coley. No,
not convincing defending either. Sutton again just cut City open right through the sort of inside right channel. Thankfully Harrison Mail stood strong and made the initial save, but after that Sutton had 2 opportunities to hit the target and missed both.
It's a lovely through ball actually by Will Davis, who's actually falling as he plays it through to find Coley, but then Simper just gets his feet in a right angle. All he has to do is direct it towards goal, and surely that would have been the lead for the away team. But yeah, City do look a little bit rusty at the back.
A little, yeah, just a couple of occasions just getting opened up a little bit too easily.
He goes long down that right hand side looking for Stones. A little push in the back, not spotted by the officials. York City have a throw in on halfway, 0-0. No goals to tell you of either in any of the other National League games. The late kick-off today is Maidenhead against Fylde, so at the bottom. Halifax against Dagenham was postponed yesterday because of a frozen / possibly waterlogged pitch now. In fact, the first goal of the day in National League has just gone in on the south coast. Eastleigh 0, Altrincham 1. Alex Newby with the goal after he scored a hat-trick in midweek for Phil Parkinson's men. Fagan Walcott just puts his foot on the ball before giving it to Batty and then getting it back. Cross now to Howe. He gives it to Felix. Again, back to Howe. Back to Harrison Mail. Yeah, a little bit too much of the play being in that York City half in the opening 11.5 minutes. But City content just to pass it around at the back. No real urgency, no real need to just bomb it forward. Felix into midfield to Hunt. Good touch from him, gets it away from his man. Goes for the 1-2 with Ollie Pearce. Pearce gets it back and then tries a long diagonal ball for Akinyemi. Not going to get there, and it goes through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Was it Hunt, I think, was it?
Yep.
It was a good spot, but just the execution didn't quite get it right.
Was
it Pearce? Yeah.
Sutton knocking it around at the back and intercepted by York City. Hunt cross into the box looking for Stones, headed clear by Sutton United. Edge of the area, Marvin Armstrong brings it down, turns away from his man, goes to ground looking for a foul and then gets up immediately. Nothing happening from the referee. Throw into York, 15 yards inside the Sutton United half. How would you feel if you were Ollie Pearce? This is one thing we've not talked about, being moved out of position when you've done so well, and then suddenly having to move to accommodate someone else.
I'm not sure Ollie Pearce will see it as accommodating someone else. I think it shows how important he is. He can play right across that front line and he'll score goals. He'll do what he does.
He did do it worthy.
Yeah, he'll do what he does wherever he plays. He's that kind of guy, and he'll chip in with goals. Would he prefer to be the number 9? It's a question for him, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure he'll thrive wherever he plays as an attacking player.
Akinyemi gets past his man, comes in field on that right foot, 25 minutes goal, takes on the shot, but he's pulled it well wide of goal, and it curls away and goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah.
Ball boys alive to the situation down there, have run after the ball to go and get it, so the goalkeeper's come out to the edge of his... Oh, and the ball just left it for the goalkeeper to go all the way across to the corner flag. Come on, ball boys. Help your side out.
I've got to say, Dipak Anyemi there, I wouldn't put him off that. Shot didn't go right for him, but he's got that in his locker. You've got to... If you don't buy a ticket, you're never going to win the raffle. And he's a striker playing on the left. He is a striker playing on the left. So he's got to have opportunity goes at the goal. And even though that went wrong, I would encourage him to do more of it.
Since been penalised as Sutton tried to play it from the back. Haxby Junior under-13s. Haxby Town Junior under-13s, the ball boys and ball girls today. In fact, Yorkie's gone across down that corner. I wonder if he's having a quiet word to them as he has a word with people in the crowd as well. So don't just leave the ball by the corner flag and let it for the goalkeeper to come all the way across. Get it back in play. Wouldn't have happened in our day, Ian. With Colin in charge.
I'd have picked it up and done 10 or 15 keepy-uppers. I wish.
Goalkeeper clears downfield. So again by Sutton. It's going to fall to Ashley Nadasan on the season line from Gillingham on this right hand side. He gives it to Coley.
Oh, he's down,
and he throws himself to the ground. That should be a yellow card.
He's seen Malachi coming across him, and you knew he was going down before he did. He was looking for a penalty there.
Corner kick, a second corner for the visitors. Why has he not booked him?
I don't know, because he's seen the challenge coming. He's gone down looking for something, in my opinion. Yeah. No.
So corner kick from this near side. Yeah, he gets past Fagan Walcott and just throws it onto the ground. To be fair, he gets straight up and doesn't appeal.
Yeah, it's as if you realise this is,
Corner comes in into the middle, one scored. Will Davis against his club, free header from about a yard out, just out jumped everybody, and then he walked the York City fans, puts his hands across his face, and he gives the away team the lead. York City 0, Sutton United 1.
It's a good goal. It's a great ball in. It's a great header. I'm not sure why Will Davis is winding up City fans, because they had nothing but respect for him when he was here, as far as I can remember. He wasn't hounded out of the club or anything. They supported him. That's a good goal. City got a roll of socks up, David, now, because to be fair, Sutton have had a couple of chances, and that was a lovely corner in and a great header.
Poor marking from York City. Free header a yard out.
Could we defend it
to his line, but I'm not sure if it's the defenders expected him to come.
Davis has come from a long way, hasn't he? I might be wrong. I think he's come from a long way right across the front of the defenders. They've not seen him, and then no one's gone and won the ball. From a striker's point of view, that's a great goal. And City are going to have to take that one on the chin and get back into this match.
Stones was his man. He just pulls away from Stones and he flicks it in past Harrison Mayle. It's not a great start defensively anyway from York City's new signing.
But I think defensively we've been a little bit rusty, in these opening 15-16 minutes.
Batty for City at the back. They trail by a goal to 0. But City have trailed on a number of occasions this season and come back in games to take something from them.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a lot of the ball, City. Just need to take a breath here, take a deep breath, don't get any worse, and get back to how we play best, and that is keeping the ball and hitting teams hard.
Howe, long diagonal ball, looking for Akinyemi, doesn't reach him though. And Sutton pick up the ball again in midfield. Long ball down. Look, the most threatening of the away team. Remember, they played Wednesday night as well. And then Fagan Walcott's touch completely lets him down. Under no pressure, he's put that out for a corner kick as he tries to find Harrison Mayle.
It is. It's all a bit nervy, rusty, whatever you want to call it. These boys just take your time, take a breath, and get back to basics. Malachi, as soon as he did it, he knew he'd pass the ball. China passed it back to Harrison Mayle, put it straight out for a corner. He knew straight away what happened. City, these next 5 or 6 minutes, David, are important. That nothing else goes awry.
So corner kick then. Again on this near side, identical position to the last one just a couple of minutes ago that led to the goal. And it comes now. It's an identical corner, but headed away at the near post this time. Just not enough height on it by Ollie Pearce. Throw in to the away team. Who's going to come across to take this? This, of course, as well, just perfect for Sutton. Take as much time as they want.
It is now. Yeah, no.
The length of time this is taking for the centre-back French to get across.
I mean, no, the referee will do nothing about it until the 93rd minute, so it's up to City to get them. That's a foul throw.
That's a foul throw, surely. Nothing given. Wasn't watching again. I don't think the linesman on this near side was looking to see what was happening in the middle. It was terrible. Not great officiating once more. Armstrong across the far side to Felix. City trying to come forward on the break. Men forward. Felix has to hold on to it though and give a sideways pass to Batty. Batty to Fagan Walcott. Here's it to Akinyemi on this left-hand side. Diplo Akinyemi. He goes back to Fagan Walcott. The applause you can hear is from the Sutton United bench as they try and press City and stop them coming forward. Everyone back behind the ball for the away team. Batty to this right-hand side to Akinyemi. Brings it down. Under control. Gets the ball out of his feet. Looks in field and goes to Hunt. Alex Hunt gives it to Batty. And look how deep Sutton are here with everyone between the man on the ball and that goal to our left-hand side. Batty. Howe. Fagan Walcott. A little bit too slow, pedestrian at the minute. This from York City. Across to Batty again in the centre circle. Pearce has to drop really deep to come looking for the ball. He gives it to Felix. Felix goes for the return down the line. Pearce intercepted. York City have a throw in. Far side of the ground.
I mean, to now have set up to be they're set up to be difficult to beat. Anyway, now they've got that 1-0 lead. You're going to see even more depth in their defence, I think.
Batty, little back heel from Pearce. Goes through to the goalkeeper who claims. Yeah, that's what you imagine is going to happen, don't you?
Yeah.
Already, Adam Hinchley would have sent out his substitutes to warm up down this near side. He's waving his arms furiously down there. They say we've got to be a little bit faster with this pass.
Yeah, he'll want it to be crisper, smoother, sharper, and more to the point. You know, trying to get in behind such defence. They've had a little bit of joy with Pearce running.
Got hold of the ball here. Come on, referee. Still hold of the ball.
Ridiculous.
How long is this?
Yeah.
And he's way outside of his area as well when he cleared that. He was a good 3 or 4 yards outside his area.
Yeah, and took forever to kick it.
Because the linesman's gone all the way up to halfway instead of stood alongside him watching what's going on. Howe at the back, heads clear. Stones beaten to that in the air. The yellow shirts have it and it's played back to this goalkeeper again, Jack Sims. He clears down the centre of the field looking for Will Davis. Beaten to that by Callum Howe. Comes to Agu. Davis rolls around the floor holding his head. Referee's not having it, not buying it. And now Akinyemi to the left hand side. Tries to get past his man. He's held up though by French. Akinyemi back to goal. Has to go backwards to Hunt to try and recycle it. He gets a lucky ricochet. Appeals for handball. Nothing given again by the referee. Will is still rolling around on the floor in the centre circle. The referee now decides
it's ridiculous. They're going to be doing this all again. This is something you probably back me up on this, David. Will Davis had a real propensity for good. He spent a lot of time on the deck. Do you remember at York City? Awful amount of time. And
he's trying to win by decision.
Yeah, and it's almost like you've watched the big boys do it to buy time, and he does it, I think, far too much. At 1-0 up here, he scored the goal. City losing. He's going to be doing this all afternoon now, unless the referee actually stops it. But unfortunately, any head injury has to be stopped.
Across this near side, including the goalkeeper as well. He's sat up now as Will Davis.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, let's not mess about. He might have took something to the back of the head. It wasn't much. For me, unless the referee does something, Will Davis will spend more time on his bum than he will on his feet this afternoon.
Latest scores then in the National League.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Solihull 0, Eastleigh 0, Altrincham 1, Tamworth 1, Boston 0, Wealdstone 0, Hartlepool 1. The other games that have got goals in them. So Southend, Barnet 0 and Forest Green 0, Rochdale 0 are the scores in those 2 games. Now up is Davis. He's going to have to come off for 30 seconds. No sign of blood. He's perfectly fine.
Blood? My word. I don't think he even got...
Oh, he's trying to say to the ball visually, he was elbowed. No, I'm sorry, you weren't, Will. Adam Hinchley would just give a right smile to Adam Hinchley. I don't know if Hinchley would said something to him. Probably no love lost between those two. It was Hinchley who bombed him out.
Well, it's something that's sneaked into football, and Will Davis probably think he's good at it. It does buy his side time, but it's not nice to watch, and it is something that when he did it at York, even we were saying, come on, get on your feet more.
York City fans were as well at the time.
You'll do a lot more.
To Howe. Howe goes back to Batty. Still not allowed on Davis. Not happy about it. Batty gives it to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott to Akinyemi on the left. Akinyemi outside the penalty area, just holds onto the ball, and Davis is allowed back on now. Comes to Batty, 30 yards from goal. Batty's going to square it across to Ollie Pearce. Look how deep Pearce is again, though, to put a cross into the middle, headed clear by Sutton United, and they've got fortunate with it as well as it finds another yellow shirt. Batty appeals for handball, nothing given on the chest of Will Davis. The break is on. 2-on-2. Nadisan to this left-hand side. He picks up the ball into midfield. Back to Coley now at the back for the away team. Nadisan once more tries to play it through the legs of Ricky Agriano. That's a poor tackle. Free kick to York City. Sutton continue to lead 1-0 just over halfway through this first half.
Yeah, City haven't quite got in the rhythm. I think you got to give a bit of credit to Sutton for that. They've like I say, they're set up very well, very tough to sort of break down. But City have had a lot of the ball. Yeah, he needs something to a spark, doesn't it?
Looking to turn the defence. Akinyemi trying to get the better of Coley, and he does. Edge of the area, then he goes to ground. The referee says no foul again.
So I think Akinyemi's gone down too easily there. Stay on your feet.
Coley on this right hand side looking for Nadisan. His touch infield, very fortunate, finds Davis. He's going to run it how? Davis, edge of the area, taking it wide, and he's put it to the top of the net, into the top corner. Postage stamp from Will Davis. He's got two. They got fortunate, but what a finish that is from the former York City striker. Emphatic finish from Will Davis. You've got to hand it to him. That is a great finish. There's a bit of luck in there, build up, because Malachi, he's been a bit rusty today, Malachi. The back pass that went wrong, and he couldn't sort his feet out. The ball went through his legs, I think. Where ordinarily you think just clear it. I might have got that totally wrong, but after that, you've got to hand it to Will Davis. He's done a little step over, beat his man and rifled it into the top corner. There's no love lost between the two benches either. The Sutton United bench, all of them, to a man turned round to celebrate at the York City bench as well down here beneath us.
Well, they'll feel like they've got one over, taking a player, and he's come along, he's scored 2 goals.
Akinyemi's still down the other end of the field as well.
Unless Akinyemi twisted himself in the fall, I'm not sure, because there wasn't much of the tackle. Again, I might be wrong and doing him a disservice, but for me, if he could have stayed on his feet there.
Yeah, I don't think there was much in the tackle either, to be fair.
I mean, if it was a foul, then it's a totally different kettle of fish, because they shouldn't have scored if it was indeed a foul. But my first instinct was that he unless he's staying down, so maybe he's hurt.
Well, this is something new as well for York City, to have to come back from 2 goals down.
At home.
Well, anywhere.
Yeah, but it's particularly at home.
They've been down here by 2 goals in that Boston United defeat back in August. Akinyemi's pulled to his feet by the physio. Oh, again, Sutton are coming across here to take on drinks. Every 5 minutes this at the minute. The referee's going to buzz whistle.
Yeah,
this is back on.
Yeah, this is gamesmanship at its, depending which angle you come from, at its worst, at its best.
He's on a hat-trick though, is Will Davis.
Oh, where's Woodyard's? He's filled out. Is that?
He's a big lad.
He's
a big unit.
Yeah.
Alex Woodyard, the number 30 on his back. Right to the far side of the ground. Apologies if our line is glitching. We'll try and get that sorted out at half time for you. Batty to Armstrong. Back once more to Fagan Walcott. He gives it infield to Hunt. Hunt, long ball forward. Intercepted easily though by the Sutton United defence. City are going to have to do something here. Sutton can come forward down the left. Davis on that left hand side. Referee takes out a Sutton United player this time in the centre of the field. Ball comes across, free volley edge of the area, and he's blasted it over the bar as Finlay Farbrook. That was another decent chance for the visitors.
I think Adam Hinshaw would be wondering what's going on here, because not for the first time Sutton are finding space in and around City's 18-yard box, and that's very unusual for City. They don't give many chances away. They don't, many opportunities to the opposition. And this afternoon already, there's been one too many, shall we say? Of course.
Felix, long ball downfield. Yeah, is it rustiness? Is it slight change in players playing in different formations? It's almost impossible to tell, isn't it? City just aren't playing well enough.
The defence isn't much different, and the midfield's pretty much consistent. There's only Pearce really that's sort of changed position. So I think it is. It must be a little bit of rustiness.
Fagan Walcott to Howe.
But frustrating nonetheless, because City have had a lot of the ball, and Sutton haven't had to work really hard, I don't think, to score their goals. But score them they have.
Hunt Aguiar. Now to Akinyemi. Doubling Dibble Akinyemi. They go back to Aguiar. Aguiar goes back to Fagan Walcott. City start again at the back. Howe. To the right hand side to Felix. Felix back to Howe. Fagan Walcott not going anywhere very fast here, City. Now across to Akinyemi once more on this left hand side. Akinyemi always trying to get back in that left foot. Gives it to Hunt. Hunt gets away from Davis. Edge of the area to Pearce is forced wide. Good ball from Ollie Pearce to find Felix on the right hand side. He puts across it. It's a loopy one though. Looking for Aguiar. Falls to Akinyemi just outside the penalty area. He drags it into the box. Akinyemi square ball to the edge of the area. There's two men there though. Sutton clear as far as Fagan Walcott. Now it goes back to Batty. He's going to try and loft it forward on that right hand side. But no, goes instead to Howe, to the annoyance of the York City and the crowd around us.
We just need to be patient though, because it's a yellow brick wall we're up against here. We've got to find the gaps, and the City are trying to move Sutton around a bit, but 11 men basically behind the ball.
Howe.
City just needing to be patient with that ball.
Felix into Hunt. Well, these games always finish 2-2. 3 other times York City and Sutton United have played each other, it's finished 2-2.
Well, right now you might take that.
That could be a worst case scenario York City that might accept. Fagan Walcott doesn't get the better of Coley. Coley can play it forward on this right hand side to Farbrook. Farbrook keep it in play though, and that will be a York City throw in inside their own half. York City 0, Sutton United 2. 29 minutes have gone here at the LNER Community Stadium. Throw-in taken. Back to Harrison Male, who's not used to conceding 2 goals.
No, and I don't think he had a chance with either of them really. I mean, you could say could he come for the corner, but he would expect his defenders to deal with that. And the second one was Will Davies has put his foot through it, hasn't he? And he's hit that top near corner of Harrison Male. No real chance for the keeper.
You think about the other sitter that they've missed.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've just had some opportunities, haven't they? Felix.
He plays it down the line for Pearce, wide right, near the corner flag. Pearce tries to win a corner kick, and he manages to do so. The defender can't sort his feet out.
Yeah, you kind of hope this afternoon turns out to one of those crazy games where York City can somehow get back into it and then maybe take it.
Matty trots across to get ready to take the corner kick. John Lewis, King and Chadwick warm beneath us. Both arms lifted aloft by Dan Batty. In it comes now. Free header Callum Howe. Flicks off a Sutton head. Goalkeeper comes and gets a punch, then takes out a York City player. Comes back to Batty. Oh no, referee! He's given the foul against the York City player as the ball ends up in the back of the net. That is shocking officiating, I'm afraid, Paul Marsden. That is never a foul by Ollie Pearce. That is terrible.
Absolutely ridiculous. The keeper's come through Pearce, if anything. I mean, Pearce didn't even see the cat. I'm pretty sure the referee's had an absolute howler there.
He's had howlers here before as this referee. Have a look at the replay. Free header Howe at the end of the area. Flicks off a Sutton man, and then the goalkeeper gets both hands, but then clatters into Ollie Pearce. How has he given a free kick there to Sutton United?
No idea. No idea at all.
Just play on. Terrible officiating. He was so late as well with the decision, as if he's been told from one of the other officials that's what he had to do, but they've made a right mess of that. Goalkeeper clears. Davis heads it back towards his own defence. Pearce gets his head and he's caught. Referee again gives nothing as Ollie Pearce rolls around on the floor holding his head. Long ball downfield for Sutton. Nadesan gets there first, but it's mopped up by Fagan Walcott for City. He's up now, is Pearce. Cleared down the left hand side, and a Sutton man just falls onto the ground. Who was that? That is Edwino Vaz for no reason. Stones can come forward, gives it to Felix. Felix can't get past his man. York City win a throw in level with the edge of the penalty area. At least the crowd are involved a little bit more now. Throw in taken quickly, goes to Hunt. He comes in field to Batty. Batty down this left hand side to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott, centre of the ground, 40 yards from goal, gives it to Hunt. He goes back then to Batty. Across now to Howe, the captain. To the right hand side to Felix. Felix is going to run at Vaz. Oh, he's run straight into Vaz, and now Sutton can come forward on the break. Wow. Felix does really well to get back in place, and he's pulled as well. Free kick to York City. The ironic chase from the referee who gives the decision. Taken immediately. Hunt to Aguiar on this left-hand side. Thinks about giving it to Akinyemi, instead goes back to Fagan Walcott. Again, Hinchelwood not happy beneath us. Hunt gets away from his man into the midfield. Round the corner it goes from Armstrong. Aguiar, Armstrong in the box. Just got away from him to the ball there.
But
and
better.
Into touch from the Sutton United defence.
Yeah, better from City. A little bit sharper around the 18-yard box.
Quickly again, Akinyemi gets it back from Aguiar. Plays it in field to Armstrong. He lays it off to Hunt. Hunt wasn't expecting it though. Struggling to get it under control in the box. The man goes to ground. Nothing happening there. Still struggling to clear it. Oh, he's given a free kick for handball. No referee. No referee. Completely accidental if it hit anyone in the box on the hand, and it could have been anyone. He's got his yellow card out as well. Now he's going to show to Akinyemi for some reason.
I feel like Armstrong maybe did his hand. The ball did hit his arm. I don't know what Akinyemi's getting a yellow card for. Obviously, well, maybe speaking to the ref, but there was a handle in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it was Marvin Armstrong's. But it was all a bit messy. But better from City.
Yeah, it does hit Armstrong's hand, yes.
Yeah.
But again, he's saying he made a direct movement towards it. It's debatable if he did.
We're not going to get much from this referee, ultimately. It's up to City players to try and work another way out.
Free kick taken. Chested down by Davis. Coley can't get there. Oh, that's so soft as well. He's giving it to York City. It's not a free kick.
Yeah, I hope it's not one of those where he gives the soft ones and the actual ones that make a difference, he backs down from. It feels like he felt under pressure to give City something then.
It's easy, isn't it, in the defensive third?
Exactly.
Felix, long ball forward. Overhit though, it's going to go through to the goalkeeper. Not really had a look in Stones, has he?
Not had much of it. Yeah, the early exchanges were quite good in the corner and what have you. But yeah, City still to find the rhythm, I would say. But they are probing. But this is now going to be a big ask.
The goalkeeper's still got the ball.
Yeah.
Come on, referee.
It's all right him waving. He's got to do something. Don't wait until the 92nd minute to tell him to hurry up. Do it now. It's a spectator sport.
Sutton have the ball and they win a throw-in on this near side.
The referee knows the rules as well as anyone, and the keeper is taking far too long over the kicks. Cut it out now.
French gets ready to take the throw-in on halfway. Suggests he doesn't know where he's going to take it from, so eats up a few more seconds. Over the head of Davis. Fagan Walcott heads clear for City. Armstrong gets a nod to it above Woodyard. We've not mentioned Alex Woodyard, where the game's sort of passing him by in the centre of the park. Hunt, he lofts it forward looking for Pearce. Pearce can't get there. Big defender. Topolage gets it clear. And now Woodyard can send it to the left-hand side. That's over here, and that's straight into touch. That's a poor pass from the former York City midfielder. He apologises. It's time for Colchester back in the summer. And has been struggling to get into their team in League Two and has now turned up at Sutton United just a couple of weeks ago. City have it at the back. They trail 2-0. 9 minutes to go. Hunt's caught off the ball there and he goes running out. Oh, then now there's a little pushing and shoving from Finlay Farbrook on Alex Hunt. Right in front of the referee. He has a quiet word as play goes on. The left-hand side, that's completely overhit again from Fagan Walcott. Now the referee is going to pull Alex Hunt towards him. Should be pulling Farbrook too as well. He does.
Alex Hunt will give him a mouthful. He's not
no one's
one
coming
to be
across
pushed
here
around
to
easily.
For Sutton United. Goalkeeper's up near halfway, having a word with his defender.
The thing is, he's talking to Alex Hunt now, but Farbrook instigated that with the initial challenge, which was late on Hunt. Hunt just got up, reacted, what are you doing? But the referee didn't see the first one. And that cuts all of the kerfuffle out, if the referee just does his job. I can't believe I've just used the word kerfuffle on radio. I do apologise.
French downfield used it twice then now. City win back possession with Felix in the centre circle. Felix gives it to Hunt. Hunt forward for Akinyemi, maybe offside. It's a poor ball though, straight into touch. This near side is just not working for York City.
Maybe a little bit rattled.
Adam Inch was just to the crowd and put his hands to the floor as if to say, everyone calm down, we know it's not working, please stay with us.
Yeah, because he'll want his team to keep doing what they do.
Time again on the throw-in. Come on, referee.
You have to do.
Come on. One person goes to take it, then he drops the ball and waits for someone else to come across to take it.
It's actually disrespectful to the referee doing that. It's embarrassing that he isn't doing anything about it. He's the one that can.
Throws himself to ground. No, referee again. Will Davis has thrown himself to the ground. He's He's having an absolute shocker as the referee. There's nothing in that, and he's going to have a word with the York City player as well. Will Davis is pulled to his feet.
Yeah, because he doesn't want another 30 seconds off the pitch. Will Davis? He's doing his job. He's got the free kick somehow.
No, referee. This referee has had an absolutely shocking game here in National North. I can't remember which one it is. Someone, I'm sure, will remember at BBC York Sport.
Yeah.
81333, starting message with the word York.
I do remember him because it was vociferous at the end of the game. To the attitude toward him, because he had a shocker that night as well. I think it was a night.
He had a shocker at Darlington as well. I remember as well. Headed clear. Right. Controlled at the back. Stones can't get much on it, and Sutton go back to their goalkeeper. He clears the Sims down this right hand side. Coley brings it under control but loses possession. Aguiar tried to hold it up, but Nadasan nipped in front of him to get the ball back. Woodyard, he gives it across to French, before the challenge can come in from Stones. Long ball downfield. Aguiar does well to nod it back to his goalkeeper. 2-0, Sutton United continue to lead. 2 goals for the former York City striker Will Davis on 15 and 24. Fagan Walcott at the back. City could really do with getting something back here before half time. How? To Batty. Shooting towards the North stand as well in the second half. York City's not going to have the crowd behind them. They'll try and suck that ball into the goal. How again to this left hand side to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott comes into the centre of the field. Over halfway. Again, Sutton, everyone back behind the ball. Gives it to Batty. Batty to Felix on the right hand side. Back again to Batty. He gives it back to Fagan Walcott. Akinyemi in space on this left hand side to Chrysler forward from behind us. Akinyemi can't get past Coley. Good defending again from Sutton. Back it goes to Fagan Walcott. He gives it once more to Howe. Howe to Batty. Batty down that right hand side over the top looking for Felix. Felix needs to bring this bouncing ball under control and he can't. It skips away from him. Pierce looks really frustrated over there. He's turning round, got his arms out to say what was that from Dan Batty. And Josh Jones gives the ball to the goalkeeper. The referee's coming having a word with the goalkeeper. It's a goal kick. Why are you going there, goalkeeper?
Yeah.
And he gets ready eventually to place the ball down on the edge of that 6-yard box. And clear in a second. We're still waiting. He cleans his boots on the post. And now he clears. Over the head of Davis. Now can't get the better of Nadasan. Fagan Walcott puts him and the ball into touch for a throw-in to Sutton United. French comes across to take it.
Things just haven't clicked for City in this first half, and Sutton have capitalised really.
Yeah, as bad a first half as the one we saw at Altrincham, you have to say. Should really be 3 or 4 goals down York City here. They're only 2, that's the good news I suppose, that it's only 2.
Yeah, they've had a couple of other chances, haven't they?
Long field, that's just hit and hope, that is, from Dan Batty, all the way through to the goalkeeper once more, who just backtracks in his area, waits for Stones to close him down. Stones bumps him, goalkeeper jumps around.
Oh, come on,
nothing. Oh, referee's going to book him. Nothing in that again, referee. Oh, dearie me. Stones has picked up quite a lot of bookings as well. Oldham is not far off the ban, 2-game ban. That's poor though from the referee.
He's bought it.
Completely bought it.
I think as a team we need to be clever, a little bit more cute here, because we know the referee he's got this in him, unfortunately. We're going to have to be very careful now.
Yellow card, Stone to show. He's laughing as well as the goalkeeper, as if he's winded, but he had a little bit of a laugh. He's still laughing now. The referee's going to have a word with him.
And the goalie has cleverly moved the ball 10 yards forward, so he's got to go back now for the free kick.
He's putting a bit of spray on the floor. Have you ever seen a referee put spray on the ball, on the pitch, so far, so deep in the penalty area, to tell the goalkeeper where to take the free kick from?
And now he's just going to let him take as long as he possibly can, as the goalkeeper has won the favour of the referee, if you like. Everything's just going the wrong way for City at the moment.
The flip chart's out down there for Gary Elphick. There's going to be changes at half-time, I think, for York City. One in the air by Fagan Walcott. Stones holds it up. Oh, he wins a free kick for not very much. He's playing by numbers here, is the referee.
It's like he feels he knows he's made a mistake, so he's evening it up. I didn't see a free kick in there, I've got to be honest, on Stones. But we'll take it, obviously, but... Yeah, it's a weird... It's almost, if I can get a decision wrong, I will.
Akinyemi on the left-hand side tries to find Aguiar, gives it straight to Sutton defender. He clears back up to halfway. Just over 90 seconds plus injury time to go in this first. This is going to be interesting how many he puts up on the board as well, because there should be absolutely bucket loads. I bet it's only one or two. Hunt to Felix on the right. Felix puts in a cross into the middle. On the volley, Aguiar unmarked, back to goal. Well wide of goal it goes. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, it's half a chance at best.
Look at Joe Felix, the man who runs after the ball to go and get the ball to give to the goalkeeper, and he's going to take it and place it down in the penalty area for the goalkeeper to take that goal kick.
Maybe watch what the keeper does now.
He'll take it across the other side.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, referee, he's not even looking. Look, he daren't look because he knows what's going to go on here, and he have to do something about it.
Well, he is allowed to take it to the other side of his
box.
Yeah,
of course you are, but he's looking away. He's the ball is down there to be kicked now, and it has been for the last 10-15 seconds. So
he clears. One in the air by Fagan Walcott. Pearce flicks it round the corner, straight to a yellow shirt. Ball's now to Batty. Batty gives it to Felix. Felix, long ball down the right. There's no one down there. Stones has to go out there. Been held onto by the
pushed and pulled.
United player. Stones tries to turn. Runs into the corner flag. Goal kick.
See, if that's Will Davis, I think he goes down there and probably wins a free kick. Maybe too honest there, Josh Stones.
Well, he can't. He's on a yellow card.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. By the way, I'm not condoning it. I'd rather have a Josh Stones who stays on his feet and wants to win the ball than someone that goes down.
Pointing at his wrist. Again, the goalkeeper is going to take. Here comes the board. 4 minutes. Not too bad.
In association with CJ's, the fourth official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
City trailing by 2-0. Worst they've played probably here all season. He clears, does the goalkeeper. Howe wins that head. Sutton head clear. Armstrong does well to leap highest. Falls to Akinyemi, can't bring the ball under control. He looks like a fish out of water again today, does Dipo Akinyemi on this left-hand side. And then he's penalised. It just has not worked, Ian Dunn.
It's just his first touch lets him down at times, and just there it did. He had the ball in front of his feet, but his touch gave the defender the chance to steal it off him, and he did. How do you nail that in a player that you know's got ability, but almost gives the ball away a little bit too easily?
Goalkeeper takes the free kick. We've played one of the 4 minutes. He added 4 minutes. Fagan Walcott, Armstrong doesn't get much distance on his header. Fagan Walcott, second opportunity, gives it straight to Coley. Coley down the right hand side looking for Nadasan. Appeals for offside from the crowd, not given by the linesman. He plays it back to Coley. Coley tries to take on Aguiar, and the ball goes into touch off a Sutton man. That'll be a York City throw in tight against their own corner flag.
Yeah, I still want to see Dippo get the ball to his feet and run at his defender, take him on. He has that ability. He's got that pace and power about him. Just
Barnet
sort of unleash yourself.
Southend, Forest Green 0, Rochdale 0. Barnet going top of the National League tonight as things stand. Akinyemi flicks it on, Sutton clear once more. Fagan Walcott just outside his penalty area. Akinyemi penalised for a foul on Coley, but that's so soft again from the referee.
Yeah, I was just Akinyemi's strength, was it? I don't think there's much of a foul in there.
Hinchelwood's having a laugh again with the fourth official down there. So is Steve Morrison. I understand Steve Morrison's smart though. His side are doing really well here to frustrate York City.
Well, they're both having a laugh. The fourth official's having a laugh. Who are they laughing at?
Oh, that's the question. Right, it's a free kick just outside the penalty area. Too far out on this right hand side to shoot, so they'll be crossing into the box, but they've done pretty well in the air. The first goal came set piece.
Adam Hinchell's just gone in. He's gone down the he's ready to
explode.
Give his team some advice.
Yeah, he's disappeared down the tunnel as Adam Hinchelwood with 90 seconds to go. And it comes now to the far post. The man, free header for a Sutton man, back into the box, flicks off Howe. Felix scuffs his clearance, goes back to Coley. He's going to shoot for the edge of the area, high, and into the stand behind the goal it goes.
And pretty awful, thankfully, for City. They need to get in at half-time, Dave.
Well done, those ball boys behind the goal to our right-hand side. 3 of them ran after that to get straight away. In fact, 4 of them. They give it to Harrison Mayle. Ball boys at the other end of the field take note.
Particularly second half. We'll need that ball in play as much as possible.
Felix on the right hand side. A goal now would change the atmosphere completely. Pearce, look how deep Pearce is having to come to that ball, hugging that right hand touchline. Again, now it comes to Batty. Batty to Akinyemi. Akinyemi into the centre of the field to Hunt. Hunt back again to Akinyemi. Akinyemi just arms out wide, needs a bit of help, Dipo Akinyemi.
It's almost too stationary. You've got the chance, front up, take your man on. You win a throw in, if nothing else.
20 seconds of the added 4 minutes to go. How? To the right to Felix City. You've got to get the ball in the box here, surely, in these 20 seconds. At least give yourselves a chance. Pearce tries to win a throw in far side. No, little back heel intercepted by a yellow shirt, and they come forward once more. Up towards halfway, and then there's a push back of Felix, not spotted by the referee initially. It is now, and he gives York the free kick. That's the 4 minutes up. Is he going to blow immediately on the 40? Half time. Boos from the York City supporters, cheers from the Sutton United supporters. Sutton lead by 2-0. They deserve the lead. Slight bit of fortune with their second. In all honesty, it could be worse. Will Davies, the man who's got both the goals for Sutton United, Ian Dunn. That's as poor as we've seen York City this season. Yeah,
it's just looked a little bit. We've looked a little bit off key, and how do you work that out? That's Hinswood's job at half time now, to try and work out why this group of players have laboured. Would that be the right word? It sort of had a lot of the ball without hurting Sutton, and we have been opened up a couple of times. Yeah, Sutton deservedly are in the lead. Big second half to come for York City.
You always know the referee's not had a great game when the security have to come on the pitch to take him off.
I mean, he hasn't helped. The referee certainly hasn't helped, but we can't blame him for everything. This hasn't been a great first half. Hopefully the second half there's a big improvement. There will need to be, obviously.
Yeah, the break, it's York City 0, Sutton United 2, Pete.
BBC Radio York Sport. Georgie Spanswick at breakfast.
Can you believe that people have left things on buses, right? False teeth, yeah, get it. Jackets,
yeah.
Rucksacks. How do canoes and fridges sound to you?
What?
And even a wardrobe.
How are they getting left?
How do you lose that on a bus? How do you leave it? How?
Who takes a canoe on a bus? Surely you need an extra ticket for that.
Exactly. This is from Quinny. When I was doing train engineering, there were loads of things being found when they came onto the depot. One night I found a pair of crutches. Surely if someone needed them on the start of the journey, they'd be required at the end. They would.
Georgie Spanswick.
Weekdays from 6.
BBC Radio York.
Second half commentary to come here on BBC Radio York. Pete Spencer taking you through half time, but at the break it's York City 0, Sutton United 2. A brace from the former York City striker. Will Davis has the home side behind. Let's focus now for a few minutes on rugby league. And last night Darren Callaghan and Gary Price became the latest former York Rugby League legend inducted into the Hall of Fame. Price played 161 times for York from 1979 to 1986, scoring 40 tries, 2 goals and a drop goal. The second row forward was part of the York side that won the second division title in the 1980-1981 season and also earned promotion to the championship in 1984 to 85, while Darren Callaghan made 137 appearances for York, scoring 41 tries, and Callaghan became one of the first players to sign for York City Knights when the club formed out of the ashes of York Wasps back in 2002. He was also part of the squad that won National League 2 promotion in 2005, while our rugby league commentator Andy Atkinson was at last night's Hall of Fame dinner and spoke to Darren.
Very emotional. Obviously, being a York lad, it meant a lot to me, and seeing all my ex-players and teammates down here tonight, really special night.
137 appearances for both Rydale York and the Knights, and a cracking career, and for a York lad to be playing in front of his hometown fans must have been a wonderful thing.
Yeah, Andy, spot on there. As I say, as a York lad through and through, homegrown talent, playing in front of them fans meant everything to me. And I think they know that. You know, I used to get called the fans' favourite for a reason. I used to try and get them going, and they used to get me going. It was absolutely fantastic. You know, I loved every minute I played for York.
Yeah, I mean, in my time of watching you at York, you always played with your heart on your sleeve, and you've said it tonight in your little speech that you just gave it everything for the club.
Yeah, that's it. Just give it everything. Every time I stepped on that pitch, I know I was playing in front of my York fans. You know, there's a lot of people who know me as a York lad. Just that's how I was. Obviously, I started off as a 6 half back, ended up in the second row, which maybe wasn't my position, but I gave everything I could give, and that's what I did. And I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, promotion in 2005 as well. That was a very special season, Des, and one to be really proud of being a part of.
Yeah, exactly. That meant everything to me, really, because that was my last season at York. Obviously, things happened, but yeah, to finish that as winning that league title, 3 games, all season loss, 3 games, is absolutely brilliant. And seeing them fans, like I said tonight, on that open top bus, parading around York, it's just memories for life. I love it, and I'm so proud to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and the Hall of Fame itself, your thoughts on it? Wonderful initiative, really, on the part of the Knights Club.
Oh, absolutely fantastic, as I said. Clint and all the backroom staff, absolutely unbelievable. People need to get down to this because it's fantastic, you know. And when you're a York person and what you've seen tonight, it's absolutely fantastic. It's unbelievable.
And you've still got a little bit of involvement with rugby league, a little bit of coaching for the youngsters?
Yeah, I'm down at Youth at the moment. Obviously I was an Acorn lad, but things happen, and I'm an under-15s coach now. I've coached them from under-7s, so we're doing all right. Yeah, still involved, trying to help out my little lad. He's at under-12s, so yeah, things are good.
Yeah, really rewarding.
Very rewarding. Yeah, you know, what I've learned in the game, I'm trying to put into the young kids, and I think I'm doing a good job. What I've been told by the parents every year at presentation, so
I'm sure you are. That's fabulous. Thanks, Darren. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
That's Andy Atkinson speaking to Darren Callaghan, who last night was one of the 2 players inducted into the York Rugby League Hall of Fame. Pete Spencer taking you through half-time here. Let's run you through some of the half-time scores, starting in the Premier League in today's early kick-off. Justin Kluivert scored a hat-trick as Bournemouth claimed a thoroughly deserved 4-1 victory at St James's Park to stretch their unbeaten Premier League run to 10 matches and also wreck Newcastle United's own 9-match winning streak in the process. The Magpies were hoping to set a new club record of 10 straight victories in all competitions. Elsewhere in the Premier League at half-time, it's Brentford 0, Liverpool 0. It's also goalless between Leicester City and Fulham, and between West Ham United and Crystal Palace. The late game today is Arsenal against Aston Villa at 5:30. Into the Championship, and the early kick-off saw Callum Robinson's 2 goals inspire Cardiff City to a convincing 3-0 win in the South Wales derby win over Swansea City. Has that revitalised their bid for Championship survival? We'll have to wait and see. Elsewhere, Hull City moved out of the Championship relegation zone as Jake Cooper's unfortunate own goal earned them a vital 1-0 win over Millwall at the Den. And teenage substitute Rayan Coley struck a second-half winner as QPR inflicted a first defeat on the new Plymouth Argyle head coach Miron Muslik. The 1-0 loss was Plymouth's first in 5 games and leaves them in a perilous position at the bottom of the Championship. Elsewhere, the Championship scores at half-time. Coventry City 0, Bristol City 0. Derby County are a goal behind at Pride Park against Watford. It's Luton Town 0, Preston North End 0, Oxford United 0, Blackburn Rovers 0, Sheffield United 1-0 up at Bramall Lane against Norwich City. West Bromwich Albion are a goal behind at home to Stoke City, and it's goalless between Portsmouth and Middlesbrough in a delayed kick-off. Elsewhere, looking a bit further down the leagues as we now cross into League One, Huddersfield fought back from 2 goals down to draw 2-2 at Blackpool in the early kick-off in League Peterborough's wait for a League One victory goes on. It's now stretched to a month without a win, but they stopped playoff chasing Leyton Orient's 5-game winning run with a goalless draw. Elsewhere in that division, it's Birmingham City 1, Exeter City 0, Bolton Wanderers 1, Cambridge United 2 at the break, Bristol Rovers 1, Barnsley 0, Crawley Town 0, Burton Albion 1, Mansfield Town 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Reading 0, Stockport County 2, Rotherham United 3, Charlton Athletic 1, Stevenage 0, Wigan Athletic 0. In League 2, in the early kick-off, Bradford City beat bottom place Carlisle 1-0 at Brunton Park, and Luke Molyneux netted his 8th goal of the season as Doncaster Rovers beat Gillingham 1-0 at the Priestfield Stadium. So at the break in League 2, it's Accrington Stanley 0, Notts County 2, AFC Wimbledon 0, Tranmere Rovers 0, Bromley 0, Colchester United 1, Grimsby 1, Chesterfield 1, Morecambe 0, Crewe Alexandra 0, Port Vale 1, Newport County 2, Salford City 0, Fleetwood Town 2, Swindon Town 1, Barrow 0, and Walsall 1, MK Dons 1. So the half-time scores as it stands in the National League are as follows: Braintree Town 1, Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 1, Altrincham 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Rochdale 0. So a good result thus far for York City in that one. The game between Halifax Town and Dagenham and Redbridge was postponed. It's Oldham Athletic 1, Aldershot Town 2, Southend United 0, Barnet 2, Tamworth 2, Boston United 0, Wealdstone 0, Hartlepool United 1, Woking 1, Ebbsfleet United 0. And the game here at the LNER Community Stadium at the break is York City 0, Sutton United 2. The game between Maidenhead United and AFC Fylde is a 5:30 kickoff. So those are the scores. You're now up to date with the games as it stands. It's just after 4 o'clock, so let's get a check on the roads. And it's slow on the A1 into the roadworks at Wentbridge. In York, there's the usual congestion on the York Outer Ring Road at the Haxby Road roundabout. In Harrogate, it's slow on Wetherby Road between the Kestrel roundabout and the Woodlands pub traffic lights. Looking at the public transport network, services are being diverted via Hertford North on Hull trains because between Alexandra Palace and Stevenage because of engineering work, so worth bearing that in mind if anyone you know is on the way to the snooker this evening. Reduced service on London North Eastern Railway between King's Cross and Stevenage because of engineering works. To travel news for North Yorkshire, don't forget, if you see a problem out and about on the roads and it's safe and legal, you can let us know about it by calling 0800 111 4849.
BBC Radio York Sport.
So it's half-time here at the LNER Community Stadium. We'll be back for second half commentary shortly with David Ward and Ian Dunn. And if you can hear that disturbance on the line, I think that's just we're just plugging in the microphone for the visually impaired commentary at the moment. We'll try to get the disruption on the line sorted. Hopefully the glitching should be gone that you're experiencing in the first half. Let's just catch up with our York City commentator David Ward. As we just sort out our microphones, David, it's always a logistical effort here. Just talk to me about that first half. Disappointing from a York City point of view. What do you make to what you've seen?
If people listen to that first hour of the programme, they will have heard what my concerns were about not playing Ollie Pearce in his natural position. And unfortunately, that has borne fruit in that first half. There is no one on either side that has shown any real pace, any speed, any trickery. There are no wingers. We've played with wingers all season. And this afternoon, we've got Ollie Pearce, who's doing his best, but it looks as though he's hating it on that right-hand side of a front three. And Dipo Akinyemi, who we know is off form on this left-hand side. Josh Stones looks completely isolated, but he's not seeing much of the ball. I just don't understand why he's changed it. Why not give Josh Stones a chance to watch his side? Let's put out what I think is the team that's done so well so far this season. Let Josh Stones integrate himself slowly into this team. He's gone for it from the start. It's a brave decision. But on that first half performance, it has backfired massively. Having said that, the defence has been all over the place as well for Sutton United's goals. But I think at half-time, if not at half-time or just after half-time, he's going to have to bring on Nathaniel George, and he's going to have to bring on Tyree Sinclair to try and get some urgency into his side and to try and get something going out wide, because in that first half there was absolutely nothing. Every time Dipo Akinyemi got the ball, as he travelled more than 10 yards with it on this left-hand side before running into a blind alley or losing the ball or going down the ground and being fouled. Not for me. It's been a bit of a mess, I'm afraid, that first half.
Gary Elphick had the board out at half-time, drawing up all sorts of solutions potentially for Adam Hinshaw. Do you think there will be changes? Do you think it'll be long before there are changes?
No, it's got to be. They can't continue like that. Honestly, they can't continue. Here comes City now. I think Cam John as well has just been told by Gary Elphick to start getting ready. So he's going to be coming on, whether it's now, but it's going to be pretty shortly. So he's taking his gloves off. You can see him taking his jacket off as well down there to our right-hand side. So I don't think they're going to make changes right now, but within 5, possibly 10 minutes max, if things haven't changed drastically at the start of this half, there have to be changes for York City. They just have to be. They need to get some pace out wide.
And we can see immediately in front of us Gary Elphick getting the players all together in a huddle. Ollie Pearce is at the centre of it, and also Harrison Mayles come over to get in on the act as well. Gary Elphick's really trying to rally the troops ahead of this second half.
Yeah, it's almost like he's showing everyone on the ground that they're trying to rally the troops, and they're showing the Sutton United players that they're going to come out firing at the start of the second. There's no reason that chat that he's just had there in the middle of the pitch for everyone to see could have taken place in the changing room, Ian.
No, exactly. But that's, sometimes, you got to let people know that you mean business, and I think that's what the full intention of that was.
Okay, let's hand you back over to your commentary team. Second half about to get underway with the former City striker Ian Dunn and your commentator David Ward.
Thank you. York City then are going to be kicking from left to right. They are making a change now, right on at the start of this second half. Cam John is that man who comes on. Did you see who it was who went off, Ian? I didn't catch the board there. Let's have a look.
Well, I'm imagining it's Aguiar.
Yeah, Ricky Aguiar is off and Cam John is on for York City. So it's a natural left back who's come on.
21, Cameron John.
Let's see if that makes any difference to the start of this second half for York City. So they're kicking from left to right. The other Sutton United kicking towards the south stand. And the ball comes across this near side and they clear their lines, do Sutton United. On the right hand side, Sutton United have it. There's a York City man goes down the centre of the ground. Ironic cheers as Ollie Pearce is finally given a decision. Free kick to York City, 40 yards from goal, centre of the field.
I think you got to give the referee credit there. He got that right. Was a foul. And City could really do, stating the obvious here, but they could really do with an early goal to then propel them back into this match. Because the first half wasn't up to Adam Hinchwood's standards. He will be a very annoyed manager at half-time, I'd imagine, and he'll expect more of his troops in this second half.
Batty lofts it to the left-hand side, looking for Howe, comes off a Sutton player, Will Davis, corner kick York City at the start of the second period.
These fans need something as well to get them going as well and get that atmosphere crackling.
Batty's over there to take the corner kick in front of the empty north stand. A couple of hundred Sutton United fans at the far side of the ground. And it comes now from Batty into the middle. 5 Sutton players there at the near post. Comes across the back post and they've managed to clear their lines. Woodyard.
He's going down.
Well, thought he was under pressure from Callum Howard. Woodyard does well by the corner flag and he wins his side of throw with a cheeky back heel.
I forgot Alex Woodyard was playing. That's not being disrespectful. It just means that the midfield we haven't affected the midfield areas as much as we'd like to in this match so far. And I think that's somewhere where City can certainly improve upon in the second half.
Throwing taken down the line. 4 Sutton United players there for that header clear. Not one York City player. It's a relatively decent ball into the box. Howe has it at the back. He gives it to Fagan Walcott. In the centre circle, he's moving it from right to left, then comes back out to this right hand side to Howe, back again to Fagan Walcott. Surely Sutton will tire as well in this second half, having played on Wednesday.
Well, professional footballers, I'm not sure fitness and energy levels Wednesday night to Saturday. It's not.
Something like Saturday, Tuesday, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fagan Walcott again.
But we will clutch at those straws.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will tire. And I mean, City have had a lot of the balls, so Sutton have had to work hard off it. So yeah, you could have a point there that maybe their energy levels do get hit a bit, but City need to grasp the metal here, get in behind them, and really cause them some concern at the back.
Gentleman just coming down the side, sit in the media seats here to our right hand side. Not sure what that's all about. Batty has it now and gives it to Howe. Howe across to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott gives it to Batty. Felix in the room on this right hand side. Felix gets the ball just outside the penalty area. Goes inside to Akinyemi. Little back heel back to Joe Felix. Tries to get around the back. Corner kick. No, it goes off a Sutton United man.
Good play.
I think that went off Joe Felix last. He's given the corner. I think the referee's got that one wrong as well.
Yeah, possibly. But good play from Joe Felix and linking up with Dipo Akinyemi inside the 18-yard box, causing Sutton problems, asking questions of this defence. That's what we need to do.
Batty. Second corner kick this second half. Outswinger from this near side. It's a deep one. Looking for Callum Howe. Callum Howe beaten to it in the air by Will Davis again, who's got the better of him so far this afternoon. And Sutton clear now down the right hand side. Forward to Coley on the break. Here come the yellow shirts. Intercepted though by Felix. Falls back kindly to a yellow shirt in the centre circle. Goes out to the right hand side to Coley once more. He tries to find Will Davis. Davis got the run on Howe. Davis, wide angle. Howe goes to ground, gets a touch on it. Tries to win a free kick. The referee's not giving it. Don't think it was. And it comes back in again from Coley. Felix on the stretch has to clear. He's given Callum Howe a really horrid afternoon so far as Will Davis. Akinyemi tries to turn away from his man. He's fouled. Ironic.
Woodyard's kicked the ball away.
The Sutton United man, it's Woodyard. Yellow card,
well
Alex
done.
Woodyard.
Well done, referee. I'm glad he spotted that and actually dealt with it.
Yeah, it's silly from Alex Woodyard.
Well, but he kind of feels Sutton have been like that most of the afternoon, particularly when they took the lead. So, yeah, the referee's got to be sharp to it. They'll learn, maybe.
Fagan Walcott. He gives it once more to Callum Howe. Howe. Still very slow, isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying
to. What City do?
Yeah, it is what City do. It's how he plays. He wants to, when a team blocks like this, they've got to try and move them around and create openings and not get impatient.
Fagan Walcott once more. Sends it forward, intercepted, sent forward by Sutton. No one there. Dipo Akinyemi in the second half is playing more centrally alongside Stones. And it's Pearce on the left-hand side this second half and Akinyemi on the right. Will that make any difference, Ian Dunn?
Well, it gives Sutton something different to think about.
Ball forward to Felix, brings it under control, tries to send it forward for Akinyemi in the penalty area, gets there.
Oh, good down.
Thought it could have gone down. There's an arm on his back, he wins York City a corner kick, Akinyemi.
Sorry again, I shouldn't condone it, but that was when you're 2-0 down, you get a clip in the box. There was a chance for him there to...
He definitely put his arm across him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Batty gets ready to take. He's on a yellow card again, is Akinyemi. Maybe if he wasn't, he would have gone down.
Yeah.
Batty, and it comes now, sent to the goal. One in the air, goes well wide of goal. Second corner kick, good defending from Sutton United because the referee.
Yeah, good ball in. Dan Batty there. I think it was Fagan Walcott who got the challenge in on the defender and unnerved him enough to put it out for a second corner.
Here we go again, take two, and it comes. Free header for Sutton. Not cleared their lines there very well. They will do now, the edge of the box. And now they come forward again on the break, but they can't keep the ball under control. Little bit of pressure from York City. Felix to Batty on this right hand side. Batty comes in field, left footed, gets the cross into the box, flicks off a Sutton head, clears the penalty area. Almost won by Cam John, but it's a game of almost for York City so far. Fagan Walcott flicks it forward. That's not a great header back, but it does its job, and it's gathered by the goalkeeper. They lead 2-0 to the away team. 7 minutes gone in this second period.
That was brave defending from the Sutton defender when he headed it back to the keeper. You're right, it was a poor header. He's got away with it. 2-0 up, maybe you can afford to take those chances.
The amount of seconds that the goalkeeper, 17, 18, 19, 20. Come on, referee, get a grip.
Do something about it, ref. You've even got the fans, counting you down here. It's a little bit embarrassing.
Cleared as far as Pearce. He finds Akinyemi through centre. Akinyemi and Armstrong run into each other. Akinyemi goes to ground. Now it comes to Ollie Pearce. Pearce comes in field where he wants to be. Gives it to Batty. Batty turns one way, then t'other. Gives it to left-hand side to John. John off Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott once more to Howe. Felix is in room on this right-hand side. Instead, I think he goes into the centre. He does to Hunt. Back to Howe. City again. Happy to knock it around, try and seek out an opening, but there are not many openings with so many yellow shirts back there. Howe, Batty to Felix. Felix in field once more to Batty. Batty across to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott, Cam John bursts forward, wants it, Akinyemi gets it instead, edge of the area. Akinyemi can turn, shoots. Powder puff shot though. Good easy for the goalkeeper who drops to his right hand side and gathers.
It was a patient build up though, and it almost proved, a positive. Yeah, well, it was a positive. He got a shot off. It just wasn't well executed, but good play from City.
Throw in for Sutton now on halfway. They dawdle across to take. Topolodge on his loan from Bromley, the Kosovan, onto the head of Callum Howe. They have another throw in. Of course, Will Davis had a loan spell at Bromley at the back end of last season. The Topolodge was still on their books. Oh, come on, ball boys, they've thrown it down this line. Josh Stones has to go running after the ball this time to give it to Topolodge. Slips out of the defender's hands. Batty heads clear for City. One in the air by Woodyard. Into touch that goes. York City throw in. Felix takes immediately to Howe. Controls it on his chest. He gives it to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott can come forward. Down the right, left-hand side. Goes looking for Ollie Pearce. Pearce isn't going to get there though. Certainly going to shield this ball and hope it goes dead for a goal kick. Pearce suggests that the Sutton man got his arm round him. Nothing given by the referee. Got that one right, I think, did the referee. I still don't get the Ollie Pearce wide right hugging the touchline in the first half. Second half, hugging the left touchline.
Well,
I know he did it at Worthing.
Yeah.
I come back to it. When you perform so well in that one position here at York City this season, why do you change it?
Well, you brought a player in for a substantial amount of money who probably has to play, so you move things around. I don't think that's why we're 2-0 down. It hasn't looked fluent by any stretch, but
flicked forward by Pearce, trying to set Akinyemi away. Akinyemi, square ball to Stones.
Oh yes, go on, lad.
Where is he? He does, and he hits the outside of the post. That's the closest York City have come on the stretch. City want a corner kick. The referee says goal kick.
Great football. Pearce, Akinyemi, Stones are all involved there, and Stones really unlucky.
Ballboy's gone and put it down the quadrant for the corner, and the referee's given a goal kick.
Well, the players are adamant it was a corner. I thought Stones hit it and it hit the post, but if it's taken a little nick.
Right, let's have a look. So Pearce flicks it on behind his back. Akinyemi pulls it across the box. Stones gets there first. You can't tell from that. You can't tell. Stones has his head in his hands. Sutton escape. Batty. It's dangerous at the back. This from York City. Batty does really well in the end. Felix gets it and he gives it to Fagan Walcott, who's going to have to go back to his goalkeeper Harrison Mayo. 2-0. 11 minutes gone now in this second half. City needs something to happen. Diagonal ball forward. Poor ball from Batty looking for Pearce. Couldn't get there. Woodyard gives it away to Stones. Stones is able to turn. Gives it to Felix, who's running down the right. Felix back to Batty. First time crossing for him. That should be easy for the goalkeeper. Under press from under Akinyemi. He punches it clear. Does well, the goalkeeper. Armstrong gives it to John. Surprised the goalkeeper didn't go down there. Claimed there's a foul on it.
Yeah.
There was nothing given. Sinclair stripped and ready to come on. Maybe should have happened at half time. Back it comes now to Howe. Howe gives it to Batty. Back again to Callum Howe. Fagan Walcott. John infield to Batty. Batty centre of the field. 45 yards from goal. Gives it square ball to Howe. Now to Felix. Felix to Stones, who's dropped off. He goes back to Howe. City still, there's going to be a double change here for York City. Fagan Walcott once more. Again, comes back to Callum Howe. Now across this right-hand side to Joe Felix. Nathaniel George is coming on as well. I imagine it will be. Batty tries to send it forward to Armstrong. He misses his kick. Woodyard is there for the team in yellow, and he runs it into touch for a York City throw-in. And Woodyard's now saying, I need to come off. You could potentially, I don't know who the subs are at the moment, if Akinyemi and Armstrong were to come off, you could end up with Pearce and Stones up there together. Pearce just in behind Stones potentially. Yeah. Felix. And you've got your two quick wingers then. Goes back to Fagan Walcott. Now it's John. Puts the cross in from the deep position. Akinyemi gets a flick on it. Comes off the defender. That'll be a York City corner kick. We're getting closer. We're asking a few more questions than we did in the first half, so fifth corner it's positive. This second half for York City. City won't make the changes until the corner's been taken. Neither will Sutton, with Woodyard telling the bench he needs to come off. Batty swings it in now to the 6-yard box. Free header clear again by Will Davis, who's on the end of everything at both boxes. Back it comes to Batty. He goes back to Felix. Felix, long diagonal ball from him. Has he overhit it? I think he has. And it goes behind for a goal kick. He looks to the heavens in frustration. Here they come then. Bit of a haircut there for Nathaniel George. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yeah, I think all shaved off. Yeah, is Armstrong coming off? I think this gives us that, two wingers with pace who are prepared to take on the fullbacks, natural wingers, I should say. And I think Ollie Pearce will probably move into the middle with Stones. Although, it's Dan Batty coming off, David. Batty and Armstrong. This is really attacking. Well, this could either be genius, or it could turn into a real mess. Well, you're 2-0 down. You need to do something. You need to change the way the course of this match is going, and Adam Hinchwood isn't shy at doing that. On the pitch at the same time here, we have Tyrese Sinclair, Nathaniel George, Dipo Akinyemi, Josh Jones, and Ollie Pearce. Yeah, I mean, we'll either win 3-2 or lose 5-0. But you've got to have a go. Number 7, Tyrese Sinclair, replacing 15, Marvin Armstrong. Do you know, Joe Felix has moved into the, my word, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Real interesting substitution as well, with Alex Woodyard coming off. So defensive midfielder's come off, and he's been replaced by Nana Boateng, who's gone to play up front. So they've made an attacking change. Oh no, Howe's headed it back to his goalkeeper. Just got there before he was closed down by the striker Nadasan. You could see it before he actually did that, Callum Howe, and he apologises now. You're actually thinking he's not gonna. Oh, and he did. But, he's got away with it. Good goalkeeping from Harrison Mail. Half an hour to go. City 2 down. Ball through the centre for Hunt. Can't find Akinyemi. Yeah, he's really going for it here. Is Adam Hinchwood playing his get out of jail card? Will it work? Well, Felix has moved inside, and Terry Sinclair has come out to this right hand side, almost like a right wing back. Yeah. Maybe Sinclair's on the. Yeah, Joe Felix has gone in place of Dan Batty. Come on, referee! They're taking the time again here. Yellow cards out for a Sutton man. Well done. Taking too long over the throw in. Still hasn't taken it. Come on, referee! Only stealing yards now. Could be off here if he's not careful. Plays it down the line, headed back into touch by Cam John. Now he's arguing with the referee as he gets ready to take another throw. Dipo Akinyemi has to go running after the ball to get it off a supporter. Where are the ball boys? They're there, sat down on their stools. Someone have a word with the ball boys. Help your side out. Tyler French is on a tightrope here, taking ages over that throw-in, having just been booked. Cleared by Fagan Walcott. Looking for Akinyemi, comes off a Sutton man. And that's a throw into York just short of halfway. Ollie Pearce goes and gets the ball. And he steals loads of yards there. 10 yards, Ollie Pearce. Down the line, sends it forward for Stones, round the back. Stones by the corner flag, takes on the Sutton defender, can't get the better of him. And the visitors are able to clear up to halfway. Davis lays it off to the right-hand side. Will Davis. Coley, who's had another good game. Coley and Davis have been the best two players for the away team. The 2 out of the 3 players with links to York. through the centre now. Played forward again. Almost got fair for Will Davis. Tyrese Sinclair goes to ground. As I say, he's been caught by Will Davis. There's nothing in that, I don't think. And the referee quite rightly waves away those appeals from Tyrese Sinclair. Hunt to John on the left-hand side. Back in field to Fagan Walcott. Now to Howe. Howe to Sinclair. Sinclair goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. City still trailing by 2-0. Hit the outside of the post in this second half, but not really come closer than that. John on that left-hand side, over the top, easily intercepted by the Sutton defence. Sutton now having the run of the park in the middle. They've got the extra man in there. Ball forward down the right-hand side, and that comes off Fagan Walcott. That's going to be a Sutton United corner.
Well, listen, you can't knock Adam Hinshaw for trying. He has thrown all his attacking options are out there on the pitch right now. It's how can we get the ball to them and utilise them most effectively. There's still plenty of time.
This comes back to bite me, but it does look at the minute a bit of a mess when you do that.
Yeah, but do you know what? It was also organised prior to that, and in that I mean that Sutton basically there was nothing to really move them about enough, so maybe a bit of chaos is needed to if we're confused, what is Sutton going to be?
Corner kick, in it comes. Oh, it's a good corner. Harrison Mill could have caught that actually, got good fists on it though and punched it away. Sinclair, strong challenge comes in on him this near side. That'll be a York City goal kick.
There's a strong challenge
from Top Lodge.
Yeah, borderline reckless, but give him benefit of the doubt.
Fagan Walcott gets it on that far side. Back he goes to Harrison Mail. He goes long down the centre of the field. Stone's having his shirt pulled, gets a header still though, manages to find Akinyemi, does he? Akinyemi and the sort of man. Oh, referee! It's right for the lines, but he gives nothing. No, referee. Oh, dearie me.
It's not. There's not much you can say. It's Sutton will be delighted. They've taken a few bookings for slowing the game down, but they'll be delighted that in big moments the referee's helping them slow the game down.
Goalkeeper's allowed to come all the way out of his area to take the free kick. There he comes, right-footed, down this left-hand side. Fagan Walcott shouts early, clearly, heads clear for City. It falls though to Coley. Nathaniel George got his arms on him. Coley goes back to French. Across the right-hand side, it then goes to Taylor. Taylor back to French. Long ball forward, finds Coley. He lays it off edge of the area. Good tackle, saving challenge, but it comes across on this left-hand side to Vaz in the penalty area. Nods it across, free header, should be 3-0. He's put it wide of goal.
Oh my word.
What a miss that is, the far side from the man who's just come on, Nana Boateng.
Well, could that be the catalyst? Sometimes in matches you need a catalyst to change the course of the match. That's as good as an open goal.
5 clear-cut chances Sutton have had in this game.
Yeah, but they haven't taken them, and it's still 2-0.
They've taken 2.
If City get the next, they've taken 2 out of the 5, but it could have been a lot worse. It isn't. City get the next goal, and I'll tell you what, this place will go through the roof. And City got to believe that they can get back in this match.
Daniel George playing in the centre, gives it to his right hand side. To Cyrus Sinclair, can come forward. Oh, Sinclair straight to a yellow shirt. Poor pass from the former Rochdale man. The yellow shirts now have got an overload on this left hand side. Boateng, he's tackled. Sinclair comes forward. Edwin Avaz takes him out. Free kick to York City. And then the Sutton man takes the ball away from York as they want to take a quick free kick. Referee doesn't spot it. Sinclair.
Everything from City now, David, got to be quick. Keep that ball moving. Keep moving Sutton's defence around it. It's a defensive 11 here that City are up against. Can they find the opening?
They fancy a third or a fourth though.
It will on the break, yeah, of course you would, because City are doing all the pressing really. I say that without they've not caused Sutton enough problems, but they're doing what they can to try and get back in this match, and that is build patiently and try and find a gap.
How to this right hand side, Sinclair first time just lifts it round the corner. That was a bit an open Tyrese Sinclair as well. Wasn't really looking at what he was doing. Felix does brilliantly though to win it for York City, and that's a good tackle that comes in him, and he has a word as well there, did the Farbrook on Felix, and now they can come forward. The yellow shirts on this left hand side. Boateng, Nana Boateng edge of the penalty area. Waits for Edwino Vaz to provide an overlapping run. Keeps hold of it though, Boateng. Puts across his box. Free header, Will Davis, and he can't direct it towards goal. And it goes over the bar onto the roof of the net. And again, City escape. 2-0 it remains.
It's going to be the pattern, David. We're going to be pressing, and they are going to get chances on the break. And that's why it's really important City do score that next goal if there is to be one.
Tackle comes in on Pearce. Farbrook this time is penalised. Pearce takes a quick free kick down the centre looking for Akinyemi. He's got 2 yellow shirts up against him though. It falls to Nathaniel George. He goes across to the left hand side to John. Infield again to Alex Hunt. He can burst forward. Alex Hunt to the edge of the area. Akinyemi back to goal. Just can't hold it up well enough. Allows the tackle to come in. Not once but twice. It breaks fortunately to John. Fagan Walcott. He gives it to Howe. Right hand side everyone shouts. Everyone points across this near side. It comes eventually to Sinclair. He goes back to Howe. Halfway through this second half, City still no nearer to getting a goal back. They trail by 2-0. To the left hand side to John. John. Back again to Fagan Walcott. He gives it to Hunt. Hunt to Howe. Howe back to Fagan Walcott. Back again to Howe. Sutton trying to press. Everyone back behind the ball. Again to John. John comes in field. Back again to Howe. They're just sitting off Howe, and he's like the Boston game. He's the man who's having to dictate the play at the back. It doesn't suit him. It doesn't suit York City. Felix again back to Howe. They'll just sit off. Howe gives it to John once more. Round the corner it goes to Pearce. Look how deep Ollie Pearce is. John again to Howe. The crowd getting anxious. Frustration all around. Down this right hand side now to Sinclair. Got to be braver. Back again, going deeper and deeper here, York. Keeping hold of the ball but going absolutely nowhere with it at the minute. Can they change that now with Hunt? Hunt to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott crosses the box. Oh, it's terrible from Fagan Walcott.
That will frustrate the life out of Adam Hinshelwood because his team do play patiently. And I was about to interject and say, listen, they're keeping the ball, they're being patient, but when you do that, it is absolutely vital that the time you do decide to break rank and try and get the ball forward, it's got to be better than what Malachi has just done there, unfortunately. So I get keeping the ball and trying to make openings, but when you decide to go, it's got to be good, it's got to be precise, and it wasn't there.
Goalkeeper gets ready to clear. Playing out from the back this time, Sutton. Back to the goalkeeper it goes. The press has got to be better than that. There's only Ollie Pearce gone. And he clears now. Onto the head of John. Sutton win the second ball. Fagan Walcott sends it forward. Sutton head clear once more. Offside flag goes up. So Pearce is now down the centre of a very narrow front three of Stones on the right, Pearce in the centre, and Akinyemi on the left. Well, he keeps changing it. Hunt into the centre of the field to Pearce, who's had to drop off once more. Hunt round the corner it goes. Nathaniel George pushing the back. Free kick York City.
Yeah, Rash's got it right. Can City get something and really raise the roof this last 20 minutes?
They're still on a couple of yards there of City for this free kick as well. It's now within distance, I reckon, and Linnell John Lewis is about to come on. Now, does Alex Hunt take a shot on from here? Well, we've not seen anything better all day, so he might as well, I would suggest.
Might as well have a pop, test the keeper, see what he's made of. And we know Alex Hunt's got one in his locker every now and again.
Hunt's over it, Sinclair's over it. It's a huge wall. Look at the size of that wall in the edge of the D. So it's a good 30 yards away, this. Sinclair and Hunt are on it. Here comes Hunt, takes the free kick, takes a nick off a Sutton defender, onto corner. The roof of the net it goes.
Yeah.
That'll be another York City corner.
Yeah. The pressure's right. You can feel the pressure's rising a little bit. But we need to test this Sutton goalkeeper. I mean, he isn't the tallest, so we've not really hung one under him just yet.
But they're going to take off for John Lewis. They're going to do it before the corner comes in as well. Surely it's got to be some sort of forward-looking player. It's Stones. And it hasn't worked today for Josh Jones, and he's picked up his customary yellow card as well. He sprints off.
Yeah. He worked hard. It's Be a big day for him, and it hasn't quite gone to plan today, but he's won for the long term.
Replacing 24, Josh Stones.
In comes the corner. It's Hunt on this corner. Oh, it was a good one as well. Flicks off a Sutton United head in the centre of the penalty area, and Coley's going to clear his lines on the far side of the field. Nathaniel George goes back to Howe. He's told to go forward. He goes back. There's Callum Howe again. The crowd, frustration everywhere, all around us. Hunt to this right-hand side to Sinclair. Sinclair comes in field. Tyree Sinclair still got it. Tries to send it forward. Pearce, no one there. They're on the end of that.
Yeah,
Through to the goalkeeper it goes.
A little bit too intricate there. But City are trying things, David. They've got to try things, and you know, hopefully something clicks, something comes off for them, and they get back in the match.
You never know. One often brings two. It's a very dangerous scoreline, Ian. It's 2-0.
Well, I'd love that point to be proven today. You know I would.
Do you know what? So would I today.
Yeah.
I'm still not believing it. Sutton, Howe's made a mess of that at the back. It falls kindly for the Sutton man on the right hand side. Too easy, says the gentleman behind us, and it is a little bit too easy. Good tackle from Fagan Walcott. Akinyemi in a battle on halfway. He doesn't get the better of it either. Farbrook, he comes in field. He's on loan from Ipswich Town. He's Finlay Farbrook, trying to make a career with the Tractor Boys. Has he gone offside? He has gone offside. On that right hand side, he's kicked the ball away as well there. Nothing given though by the referee. Free kick to York just outside their own penalty area. They've got 16 minutes to try and grab 2 goals.
Well, you look the other night, Man United 3 goals in 10 minutes. It happens in football, but you need to make that breakthrough, and City need to get that breakthrough.
That was only a 1-0 deficit though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but 1 goal, 2-0's a dangerous I'm going to cling to that.
Get away from his man, and that's a late tackle, is it? No, referee doesn't give anything. Sinclair to Felix. Felix across the back once more to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott, he comes over halfway. Now to Callum Howe. Howe back to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott, he runs forward 10 yards and puts his foot on the ball. Hunt, edge of the area. Pearce, nice little back heel to John Lewis. Comes to Pearce, powder puff shot from York City's leading goal scorer. Easy for the goalkeeper. Yeah,
very similar to Akinyemi's shot earlier on in this half, where it just didn't really test the keeper. Decent play from City, but needs to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Balled out the far side of the ground. Will Davis holds it up on halfway and turns Cam John really well. Gets away from him, plays it off inside to Coley. Coley tries to thread it through. Should have held on to the ball a little bit too long there. Should have played it a little bit earlier. Nathaniel George tries to get the referee out of the way. The referee got right in the way there. Now it's moved to this right hand side to Sinclair. Sinclair forward to John Lewis. He flicks it round the corner straight to a yellow shirt. And they've worked that well. Now they can come forward round the back of the City defence on this left hand side. Sinclair doing well to get back. Vaz, he's forced wide, just trying to hold it up and waste a few seconds. He wins a throw in for his team. Level with the edge of the penalty area. No one's going to come across here to take the throw in. Come on, referee. Referee. Anybody?
Anybody want to take it?
No, anybody?
And it will be him. Someone else.
No, anybody coming to take it?
Yeah, mate.
Vaz to Davies. Vaz gets it back. Edge of the area. Laid off. Into the middle. Forced away from goal. Now to the right hand side. Farbrook chips it into the box. Howe just about gets his head to it. Sinclair is able to clear from deep inside his own box. John Lewis does well to get in front of his man, hustles him off the ball, wins it back for York City. He has to go back though to Harrison Mayle. We've not really said anything. The changes haven't really made that much of a difference here. We're not seeing anything from Sinclair. We're not seeing anything from Nathaniel George.
No, I thought he was going to bring some sort of unorganised chaos, and it hasn't yet worked out like that. However, we've got closer to the goal on a couple of occasions, but nothing consistent enough to really trouble this Sutton defence.
John comes forward. Hunt, Sutton getting ready to make another change. Now across to Howe once more. Back to Fagan Walcott. Going to be Hayden Muller, centre-back, who's coming on in a second. Into the middle, John Lewis can't get there. Ball given away to Sutton. Oh, and he's out Sutton on the break, and he's pulled them back all the way to the edge of their own area to penalise John Lewis. Sutton aren't happy, York aren't happy. Well done, referee. It's not very often you see both sides unhappy with the decision.
Yeah, well, we'll both be frustrated with the ref. Sutton less so, I'm afraid, from York City's point of view. Well, Adam Hinshaw is getting more animated as the clock ticks down. He's expecting so much more from his players.
Hayden Muller's about to come on for Edwino Vaz. Come across to play in England after being at Dundalk.
In partnership with the Bridge Hotel and Spa, Weatherby, second substitution for Sutton United, number 15, Hayden Muller, replacing number 12, Edwino Vaz.
Come on, ref, tell the goalkeeper to get a move on. How long are we allowed to take here? All the York players said, Akinyemi say to the referee, come on. How long?
Yeah, the referee will guarantee he'll look at the keeper in the 92nd minute.
He sends it forward onto the head of Fagan Walcott. Comes back to John Lewis. He gives it to Pearce on the stretch. He tries to send it across to Akinyemi. Akinyemi holds his man off but can't keep hold of the ball. I'm afraid that's typical of his afternoon. Tackle goes in on Pearce. Pearce tries to make it look like a foul. It wasn't. The referee tells him to get up. Coley. Square ball across this left-hand side it comes. Topolodge. Tackle comes on him from Sinclair. Remember, the crowd gets up. Adam Hinshaw goes and gets the ball before giving it to Topolodge. Nope. They decide he's not going to take it because he's right in front of Adam Hinshaw. They'll drag someone else across to take the throw in. Down the line it's about to go. On halfway. Onto the head of Howe. Pearce wins a header. Put into touch by Sutton. Thrown to York now on halfway. Pearce leaves it for Sinclair to take. 33 minutes gone in the second half. 0-0. 34 minutes gone in the second half. 11 minutes plus injury time to go. No sign of a City goal that could give us an exciting finish as things stand. Fagan Walcott to the far side of the field. The Sutton United fans we hear singing. Now it goes to Hunt. Hunt down the centre of the field, easily intercepted by the centre-back Taylor. Sutton have it again. They've given away possession to Hunt. Now it's John again. Still everyone back behind the ball. Doesn't help though when City keep passing it across the back and letting everyone get back in behind the ball as well. At times they do have to move it faster. Sinclair. Howe. Fagan Walcott. Males come out. He wants to get involved. And Fagan Walcott goes into the centre circle to Hunt. Back it goes now to Fagan Walcott. Him and Howe have swapped sides. Fagan Walcott on the left, Howe now on the right of the centre-back pairing. Felix in midfield sends it across the far side of the defence to Fagan Walcott. He bursts forward. The man formerly known as Cardiff. Hunt across to this side to Sinclair. Sinclair can come into the centre of the field. It's all very tight in there. Little back heel from Pearce. No one read the back heel. You could see what he was going to do. He had no other option really there, and Sinclair just stood still. Yeah, just so congested on the edge of that box. And City really struggling to break a very stubborn back line down here of Sutton. Hunt to Howe to Felix. The Sutton United fans think they've done enough. Felix on the right hand side, cross towards the edge of the box, intercepted again by the yellow shirts. He's going to come across the far side of the ground and be picked up over there by John. Down the line he goes into the penalty area. This is actually John, isn't it? He can't do anything with it. Has he won a corner kick? He has won a corner kick. It was Nathaniel George over there who played it forward to John. City's 7th corner of this second half. Yeah, City pushing, there's no doubt about it. They just need maybe a little bit of luck, something in the box that falls for them. They're certainly throwing things forward, but they've got to start affecting this keeper. About to come on for Sutton. Another striker. Who's he coming on? The man who's coming off is limping and taking. Well, you can imagine how long he's taken to get across from the far side of the field. Referee's pointing to his watch to tell everyone, I would just let him defend the corner with 10 men. Yeah, we'd get to lead him back quicker than he gets off the pitch. Yeah. How long do you seriously? We'll eventually get off. It's Nadasan who comes off, straight swap.
Third substitution for Sutton United, number 38, Henry Sandat, replacing 24.
Former Southend man, Hull City youth team player, comes on. And he comes in from the far side. It's a poor corner, a little back flick back heel at the near post. Maybe it was planned to Pearce. It falls back to Pearce. Pearce skins his man, puts it into the middle.
Yes!
City have got a goal back. No idea who got the final touch. But City have a goal back. It's 2-1, and there's a scramble in the goal as the Southend United players try to stop York City from getting the ball back. It's still all kicking off in that goal mouth.
Who cares?
This is a lifeline. The goalkeeper's down. He's been poleaxed behind the goal line. The referee now doesn't have a clue what's happened, so he's going to come across and have a word with the linesman. The goalkeeper's trying to get someone sent off. So too is Will Davies. None of them have a clue what's happened. Pearce pulls it back in. It is Akinyemi who gets the final touch. There's absolutely nothing happens as well from what I can see in the goal. The camera moves away. But Dipo Akinyemi has a goal back for York City.
Do you know, Callum Howe was brilliant there. He's just telling the referee, listen, they're trying to con you, ref. They're trying to con you. And the referee isn't falling for it, thankfully. I don't think. Or is he going to fall for it?
Well, he's pulling John Lewis across. The goalkeeper's still down in his penalty area. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. The referee's holding his whistle, his earpiece.
The linesman, and now someone did raise a hand in there. I saw a hand. It was nothing because it was such a mess. And Sutton are falling at the slightest breath. I think John Lewis is going to tell him off here. But
just
that's
over
all.
6,000 York City supporters. We know now how the attendance works. That'll be about just over 5,000 inside the ground. Referee is having a word with John Lewis. Probably because the cap. Is it because John Lewis, or is it because he's actually not taking the captain's armband here off Callum Howe, which at the start of the season we would have seen every time he came on.
Yeah.
There was no card shown.
But City are back in this match.
7 minutes, so he's now 5.5, but he's going to be adding time on, so it's 5.5 plus probably 5 minutes of additional time to try and find an equalising goal.
Yeah. And this is all it takes. That catalyst.
Goalkeeper's still down in his penalty area. He's absolutely eking this out for as long as he possibly can.
Well, the referee's got to hold the time on his watch. City reset again.
He wants to be diving around in a second if City have.
Well, there's nothing wrong with him.
No, there's nothing at all wrong with him. He's stretching out. Physio's been on. They're going to make another change as well as Southend.
Sutton.
Sinclair's involved in an argument with somebody. He's been pulled back by Ollie Pearce away from the Sutton United players. They're still arguing in the centre of the goal, in the centre of the pitch as well, some of the players. Referee's not happy. The York players aren't happy about all the Southend. I keep saying Southend now. Standouts come from Southend. He's come across this near side to take on instructions. Here's the change for Sutton United. Dylan De Silva, another striker coming on. For Will Davis, I think that is.
The referee's losing this.
Know.
The referee's losing this game, David. It's gone messy for him because he's not managed it well.
You know what? It's because the fourth official's got the wrong number up on his board.
No, sorry. The referee wasn't even looking. He was talking to players who were arguing with each other. He's lost the handle of it.
Will Davis just wandered across, and he was allowed to wander across to the far side again. He's getting booed off, but he's got 2 goals. He's having the last laugh as things stand. So Davis goes off, De Silva comes on. Sutton tried to make out that it was someone else that was coming off, so Will Davis went and walked across to the far side. Referee didn't notice.
Number 11, Dylan De Silva, replacing 9.
So the former Wheelston man comes on, the Sri Lanka international for Sutton United. Can City find an equalising goal?
Oh, they're giving themselves a lifeline.
Plus lots of injury time. Should be 6 or 7 minutes now. After that, the age that took to get the game back underway. Sutton come forward down this left-hand side. Fagan Walcott can't get past his man. Into the penalty area. Sutton go and take on the shot from a tight angle into the side netting.
Now then, come on, City.
Suddenly the crowd are involved.
Yeah, well they can sense it. It's one of those games, it's crazy games. It could be one of those crazy games.
Harrison Mill threw the ball out in front of him, just ran onto a moving ball and played it out, and the referee's allowed it to go. He's just not watching what's happening in the game, the referee.
No, he's lost it. He's lost the plot. He really has.
Sends it forward. Sutton are able to get it clear. Topolodge on this left-hand side. Into touch it goes for a York City throw-in on halfway. Felix takes immediately. Back to Howe. Come on, York City. Let's get this equalising goal. Howe sends it forward, looking for John Lewis. John Lewis controls on his chest. Into the centre, Akinyemi can't get there. Back it goes to Callum Howe. Howe has to go back to his goalkeeper Harrison Mayle. 87.5 minutes gone. York City 1, Sutton United 2. The goal that never looked like coming has come, but they need more. Headed away by French for Sutton. Pearce to the far side to John. Hunt, Fagan Walcott. Infield now to Howe. Howe back to Fagan Walcott. Fagan Walcott just keeps hold of the ball, decides what to do, gives it to Callum Howe, says over to you, captain. Now to Sinclair, to Howe. Sutton trying to push up. Howe sends it forward straight to a yellow shirt, and he's done his hamstring. Callum Howe's done his hamstring as he played that ball forward.
It's not good news.
His right hamstring. City have no defenders, and that's their captain going to be out, I think. Possibly, unless it's just a bit of cramp. He's up, but he's still touching that left hamstring. The York City bench are getting ready. Jeff King's going to come on for him in a second. He's been told to get stripped, but Howe is up, stretching out that right leg. Down the left-hand side, City come forward. Into the middle comes Nathaniel George. Hard to recognise him without all the hair. Howe is up. Maybe he's all right. Felix. Sinclair. To Akinyemi, edge of the box, back to goal. Lays it off to Hunt. Tries to send it round the corner, but gets far too much on it. Goes behind for a goal kick.
Calm down.
Adam Hinshelwood frustrated.
Yeah, he's saying calm down. Don't get impatient. You know how we play. And it doesn't matter what minute of the match it is. If you carry on playing how we play, things will happen. And he just got impatient there, Alex Hunt. And that's what upset the manager.
And it allows the goalkeeper to take ages. Again, the referee blows his whistle, tells him to get on with it. Get your card out, referee.
But look, the referee isn't even looking at him. He's sort of avoiding.
I think it's cramped for Howe. He's fine. He's taking on some fluids now. This near side, he's asked for some drinks, energy drinks.
What's the referee doing? Seriously, the keeper now is still waiting to kick the ball.
Down the south, the Sutton United left. Heading forward by Howe. Akinyemi can't get there. Sutton were able to clear as far as Sinclair. He sends it forward looking for Akinyemi. Again, he's beaten to it by the defender. He does a lot of standing around waiting for balls, doesn't he, Akinyemi? Allows the defender to get in front of him.
Yeah, he's such a big lad. He maybe uses his body, but can't go to the ball.
He's been pulled there, surely, Cam John. He is. Free kick to York City. De Silva's penalised. Into the final couple of seconds before the board goes up. City are going to make another change. King is going to come on. 6 minutes goes up on that board. Should be more than that. It took at least 3.5 minutes after the goal.
Association with CJ's, the fourth official.
Felix on this right-hand side to Sinclair. Sinclair taken out. The referee never spotted it again. Late off the ball. Now he suddenly gives the free kick. Sinclair jumps up. The referee didn't see that again.
No.
He gave the decision. Completely and utterly bizarre. Sinclair gets involved again in an argument. King not yet on. Hunt goes to Felix. Everyone back for Sutton. Felix sends it into the box. It's a deep one looking for Howe, who wins the header, but the Sutton United, it falls kindly for them, and it's sent forward by De Silva. Harrison Mayle comes out of his penalty area, and he's able to lay it off to Joe Felix under a bit of pressure. Felix sends it forward down the centre of the field. Akinyemi does well to control it in his head. Trying to bring others into play. Sends it across to Johns. Told to shoot. Shot is blocked. Falls to a yellow shirt. Just couldn't get it out of his feet in time. Into touch on halfway. York City throw-in. 4 of the 5 minutes to go. Here comes the substitution for York City. Howe comes off. King comes on. Lose a bit of height as well, though, York City with this one.
Yeah, but they want to make sure and protect Callum Howe for the rest of the season, because he's running off at the moment. He could make a hamstring worse, so probably the wise decision.
Yeah.
In partnership with the Bridge Hotel and Spa, Wetherby, final substitution for the Minster men. Number 31, Jeff King, replacing 5, Callum Howe.
So Jeff King comes on for his 6th appearance for York City. 4 of those have been off the bench, yet to make a start in the league. Both of them coming in the trophy. Mayle gets it and plays it long, looking for John Lewis. He doesn't have the legs to get over there. Coley throws himself to the ground. That far side falls to Nathaniel George. Rugby tackle by Coley. That's a yellow card right on the edge of the box, far left.
Can City muster something up here? Sutton will be nervous, of that there's no doubt.
Today's match sponsors, York College and University Centre have nominated
the man of the match.
Orchard Vodka, York City man of the match, number 9, Dipo Akinyemi.
There you go.
Goal
scorer gets the man of the match. To the Look at the guy next to us. They just turned around, open-mouthed. Look at him. Look at the look of shock on his face. You'll hear then from Dipu Akinyemi before 6 o'clock with a bit of luck. Free kick far side of the ground for York City, just outside the penalty area. 3-man wall set up. 2 men over it. Pearce and King. Pearce, I think, is going to knock it to Hunt and then maybe lay it off. He does, and now he takes on the shot. Off the wall it goes, rebounds high into the box. Picked up by Sinclair on this right-hand side. He's forced away from goal. Sinclair tries to go towards the corner flag, tries to get past his man, then he's challenged. That's got to be a free kick. Oh no, the referee and the assistant say corner kick. Say a goal kick, sorry. Well, the linesman, to be fair, has a much better view than what we do.
Yeah, and no one's really complaining.
No, they haven't. The Sutton United media team are up and off their seats. They think their side have done enough and they're heading pitch side. A minute and a half of the 5 minutes to go. We've still not played hardly any of this 5 minutes.
Yeah,
goalkeeper taking ages again. Again, he's told to take the goal kick and get on. But got to do better, Marston, the referee. Downfield, Fagan Walcott wins the header. Into touch it goes. Throw into Sutton United. Some little kids with balls going down pitch side here as well to try and get the York City players to sign their footballs. At full time, 1 minute to go. Throwing down the line. King sends it forward for York City. Looking for John Lewis. 2 Sutton players go for the same ball and it falls to Coley, and he does well. Got a little bit of luck. Now he's going to roll around the ground claiming he's got cramp as it goes through to the goalkeeper.
Oh, didn't need to stop the game though, does he?
No. Coley's brought to his feet.
Then the goalie's hands, ref. Have you stopped time or are you letting him take as long as he likes? I think we know the answers to that one.
Yeah. And the referee's just going to allow him to take. We've got 20 seconds to go. He should have at least another minute on, if not 2 minutes, but I don't know he will.
No chance. No.
Downfield, over the head of Fagan Walcott. King into the back of his man. Puts it into touch for a Sutton throw-in directly in front of us. That could be it. We've played the 5 minutes. Gary Elphick goes running after the ball. Gives it to Topolodge. Topolodge gets ready to take the throw-in. Down the line towards the corner flag. By the corner flag, and Jeff King rugby tackles his man to the ground, really, had his hammer on his neck and then pushes him over as he tries to say something, and King goes into the referee's notebook.
I don't know what he expected there, Jeff King. That was just... I know you get frustrated with the opposition player, but if you push him down in front of the referee...
City aren't playing out from the back. Oh, it's letting the change made. Jackson coming on now for the away team in place of Coley.
Yeah, Jeff King picked up a booking for absolutely nothing there, really. He didn't need to do what he did. I don't get that.
Yeah,
got to be honest.
It was frustration, wasn't it? So last kick of the game, maybe this.
Bridge Hotel and Spa Wembley, final substitution for Sutton United. Number 22, Ryan Jackson, replacing number 7, Josh Coley.
So we played nearly a minute over the 5. Referee has a look at his watch. Headed forward by Sutton. John has to go back towards his own goal and go back to his own goalkeeper. Just get it up the other end of the field. Harrison Mayle tries to get it over halfway, which he does. Akinyemi needs to win the header. He doesn't. The yellow shirts have it on this left-hand side and it's sent forward again. They're going to run towards the corner flag and see out the remaining seconds, and York City are going to fall to defeat. Oh, and then the Sutton man throws it to the ground. Oh, no, referee! Oh, dearie me. Oh.
How does he get the gig? Sorry. He's consistently poor.
Oh dear me, he's given the free kick to Sutton by this left-hand touchline, level with the edge of the penalty area. That is it now. He's been so poor as the referee. And that is it. People head to the exits. York City are going to lose their unbeaten home record here. Come on, referee, get the free kick taken. He's saying Sinclair's not 10 yards away, so he's not helping himself. And they've taken it to the corner. Sutton. Hunt tries to get it back for York City. And then it goes into touch. And then there's a Sutton man again, throws himself to ground. The referee's saying, no, there's nothing wrong with that. You're cheating. Get him booked. He's tried to get Alex Hunt booked. throwing himself to the ground as if he's been absolutely poleaxed. 3 York City players have gone to try and get him up. The referee's over there as well. The referee sort of brought this on a little bit though, because he has been really, really poor.
Yeah.
And now number 8's got involved for Sutton. Lewis Simper. Everyone's running down now for Sutton. It's all kicking off in the York right back position. There's no need for York to get involved. It can only do them some damage.
This is because the referee's been so poor this afternoon that this is what happens. He's looked away from decisions that he should have been making. He just has not had a grip of this match whatsoever.
Here comes the cards. Who's he going to book? This is all because the Sutton United player, though, threw himself to the ground.
But the referee he's manifested this situation. He's let that happen so often that frustration then takes over.
Sinclair's going to get booked for York.
Yeah, the players.
That's a yellow card to Sinclair.
Yeah.
Yellow card to the Sutton man. Going to throw into York deep inside their own half. We're already nearly 4 minutes over the 5 that was shown. King back to Fagan Walcott. He sends it forward over the head of Akinyemi. Sutton clear their lines. Back to John. He just gives it a big lump down the centre field. And the referee blows the full-time whistle. York City 1, Sutton United 2 is the full-time score. I have to say Sutton deserve it. City all over the place at times in that game, especially the first half. They could have been 3 or 4 down. It's still kicking off. Jeff King's now involved with some pushing and shoving. He's on a yellow card already. So too is Fagan Walcott getting involved. What is Jeff King doing? You're going to end up getting sent off here, Jeff King, and York City are short on numbers at the back. It's all kicking off in the centre of the field. What a mess, Ian Dunn.
Well, this is what happens when a game isn't officiated properly. I'm sorry, it is. York has shown a lot of frustration. Sutton have been one of the most awkward, horrible teams that we've faced this season. They've done what they've done.
They sent off.
Oh, he sent Jeff King off.
Straight red card for Jeff King. So that's a 3-game ban for him. Ryan Fallowfield had to go and pull him off the pitch. That's Jeff King has been sent off after the full-time whistle.
When Jeff King did the initial one, the yellow card he got for pushing the player down, and I said, what does he? Why? I don't
that was
get.
A straight red.
No. But he got into trouble. He was frustrated from the moment he came on. He pushed the lad off down the corner, got a yellow for that. I don't know why he did that.
It's still all kicking
and
off.
And now he's going to miss 3 games.
What is going on here? It seems to have calmed down a little bit. There's some hands being shook. But yeah, you're right. The referee, well, he lost complete control of that game. That's not taken away from York's really, really poor performance being done.
Well, I think the first half was poor. Second half was a little bit better. I don't think Sutton offered much in the second half. I think City were more like, they're 2-0 up at that point, so you wouldn't expect them to. They've come and done a job. They stifled us in the first half. We didn't play well in the first half. Second half was improved, but not enough to really turn the match on its head. The goal gave us a glimmer, but that's all it was. Sutton just closed ranks up again even more and made it a really tough game for York City. A tough watch, but yeah, listen, it's one very bad half day at the office and one not so good one.
The referee is now walking off the field with his 2 assistants. The 4th official's deep in conversation down here with Gary Elphick. The York City players are walking around the ground applauding their supporters. They're getting a decent reception as well, the York City players, from the supporters. It is only once in a blue moon this season when we've had disappointing afternoons, Ian. That will obviously go in their favour here today. The right side has won, Pete. It's finished at the LNER. York City 1, Sutton United